This is Jim Beaver, voice of the Lucas Oil Off-Road Racing Series, introducing Pro 2 and Pro 4 trucks on Iracing. Game on!
Welcome everybody here tonight at Freaky Fast Broadcasting, as we are happy to bring you Area 51 here at Pocono Raceway. Hopefully everybody's going to enjoy the commentating tonight, and hopefully you're going to enjoy the race and see some tricky triangle is what the name of this track is. It's my home track up here in PA. I'm about 4 hours south of the track, but have been on this track in real life and love it very, very much. So hopefully everybody enjoys this race here, as I am going to be accompanied by Brian Johnson and Zach Hall. How you guys doing out there tonight?
Doing pretty good. I'm ready for this tricky triangle we got here.
Yeah, definitely going to be an interesting race here tonight for sure at the Pocono Raceway with this very limited horsepower package here with these giant spoilers. It's going to be some crazy drafts down these front straightaways, and restarts are going to be at a premium.
Oh, ain't that the truth? And not only that, this is a new paved track, which we can get in a little bit more detail from the old to the new, as Brian here knows pretty good about this track and how to run it and get through here. He was good on the old one, and he's good. He was better on the old one, but good on the new one. So what can we look forward to here, Brian? As there is no turn 4, of course, so we got 3 turns here, and they're all laid out different.
Yeah, so we got 3 corners, all 3 different lengths, different radiuses, and different degrees of banking. So, the word tricky is almost an understatement. The corner I always like to start out explaining is turn 2, because turn 2 is very, very comparable to Indianapolis. It's almost straight up like a turn 2 at Indy. So that one, if you got a good handle on Indy, you're going to have a good handle on turn 2. Then I like to go to turn 3. It's the way I would explain it is kind of just a overgrown turn 3 at Phoenix. Turn 3 and 4 at Phoenix. It's just really long, got a little bit less degrees of banking. Turn 3 here at Pocono than 3 and 4 at Phoenix. So, and turn 3 here at Pocono is you can run different. The older Pocono, you could either run the bottom lane or one lane up. You had like a little patch there that had a lot of grip in it. I know Zach, he liked to run that patch, but I like to run right near the line, and it was kind of interesting to see the differences and how we were able to be competitive against each other running different lines. But now with that new paved track, turn 3, pretty much want to keep as close to the bottom line as possible. Sometimes you can move up maybe later in the race, or if you're struggling with dirty air. And then turn 1 is kind of, for me, it's kind of difficult to come up with a corner that you could compare that to, but it's got the most banking out of any of the 3 turns here. And you got to be careful on exit. Sometimes that wall will sneak up with you, but 3 corners, all 3 very different corners, and it's going to be a big challenge here tonight. I think, we talk every week the dirty air. I think dirty air is going to be particularly bad in turn 2. Like I said, it's similar to Indy. Dirty air is bad at Indy. And then turn 3, it's going to be pretty bad as well, but maybe not as bad as turn 2. And then in turn 1, I think you'll be okay with the dirty air, except on exit. Sometimes I can sneak up on you, so just got to keep a watch for that. But yeah, it's going to be a really, really great challenge for all these 20 some odd drivers here tonight.
Definitely is. All right. Yeah, you kind of said everything.
I kind of rambled a little bit.
No, you nailed it all on the nose, man. Yeah. And that's why I asked you, because I know how you are here at Pocono. Now, my next question to you guys at Pocono here, it's not recommended to do, but do you think we'll see anybody downshifting?
Well, that I don't think with this package, Robert.
No?
With the old one, I would say yes, definitely. we would see it. This one, you just not. Maybe way late into the run, it may be able to work. We'll have to watch. Because the fall off, that's another thing. Maybe that Brian didn't actually bring up. Tire fall off due to a 2.5. You got to think about this. This is a 2.5 mile speedway. Like, this is a gigantic racetrack. So one lap around here takes a lot out of the tires, and you're going to see from lap to lap a huge chunk of time as they start having to lift more and more, and you lose the momentum down these straightaways with these low horsepower engines. So by the end of the run, we should see up to 2.5 seconds of fall off, maybe even 3. So it may play into the cards there, Robert, to maybe start shifting. We will have to watch that. That's a very valid point there you brought up. But just to memory, I don't think we shifted last time I ran here.
Yeah, I think the new package we didn't shift much. Even in the old package, I'm not a huge fan of downshifting.
Yeah,
because it upsets the weight. Yeah, if the track was really cold, I would. But it upsets the weight of the car. It's way too much for me to keep it nice and tight where I want it. Keep it in the line, and and when you downshift as well, you get a little bit of that. You burn more fuel, and you get a little bit of that engine braking action. So sometimes you can go a little bit slower than you actually want to. So that's I've never really liked downshifting, but some guys swear by it sometimes. So it's just driver preference thing.
Right. It's definitely not easy task to do either. Like you said, the weight of the car can really shift under downshifting, going into the corner, and it's actually a somewhat of a skill, I said, to match your RPM so the car doesn't want to get upset. So we'll have to watch though. That's something very critical. I would not be surprised if we did see it. So.
Yeah, well, that comes into the fuel mileage. We all know, depending on all this plays out here tonight, we could be looking at a fuel mileage race, and 9 out of 10, Pocono becomes a fuel mileage race. Somewhere along the line, somebody's got to be saving fuel or something, because this track gets, the cars get so spread out here that yellows are, asked for sometimes.
Well, yeah, it's interesting that you say that, Robert, because Zach actually, I got a sneak peek of those fuel mileage numbers, what our pit window is going to look like. And funnily enough, so we have 75 laps, so you'd think, you just do 25 and 25. Well, how far can we go, Zach?
Well, it's going to be very tough, Brian. Like you said, the optimal strategy here tonight would be able to stop at the 25 mark and the 50 lap mark for a 2-stop strategy. But with these fuel tanks being 70%, it's not going to be that easy, guys. We're looking at about 23.5 laps. For my data, this is not with the same weather, so it could change a little bit. We'll have to watch how these first cycle pit stops come out if we get a green flag stop here. But my numbers showing from earlier this summer with a little bit hotter track, so a little bit of a slower track, showing that we could go 23 laps. With this cooler track, we possibly could go less because we're more throttle time. So I'd say 23 laps is the most you possibly be able to get out. Maybe if you can save, you might be able to stretch to 25. If you can do that, you can win this race with that strategy. You just got to know that's in your back pocket. But 23 is what I'm looking at the maximum wise. I bet we'll start seeing pit stops around really maybe even 18 to 20 because the way the 3-stop strategy will come out.
You just took the number out of my head after I was waiting for you to talk there, Zach. I was going to say, I'm thinking between 18, to 20, maybe, a little bit more. That's where I was going with that one. But
definitely.
Yeah. So, well, hey, man, they're all in qualifying. They got 4 minutes to go. So we're going to take our time here quick to give a shout out to all our sponsors here tonight at Freaky Fast. I want to first off to give a shout out to the Ford Entertainment Group, or known as the FEGPC. Make sure you check them guys out at FEG. What is it? FEGPC.net. Sorry. Got to make sure you put the .net like Zach said last week, because .com. But anyways, that's where I went with that with Brian. But mission is to get you in your driving sim of your choice. It could be either iRacing, Assetto Corsa, R-Factor, R-Factor 2, Project Cars, Dirt Rally, or any motor sim titles out there, or any PC gaming titles out there, Call of Duty, anything like that. Their stuff comes with a 3-year warranty on it already overclocked. So once you order that, they get that all built, pre-installed whatever game you want, whatever software you want, whatever you want on there. But after you get all that, you go home, you load your favorite browser up, and then you head over to iPitting, which Brian has a little bit more information about that.
Yeah, you head over to ipitting.com, and it's a great program for its mainly statistics and social media help. So you go over to ipitting.com, set yourself up a driver profile, and if you got a team, you can set that up as well and invite all of your teammates to make a driver profile as well, and then all of you guys will be set up on one screen. So if somebody wants to visit your your page there on iPitting, see what your team is about and who the drivers are and what what they like, the hobbies, all sorts of driver bio stuff over there. So you set all that up, and then you can set yourself up some series boards for all the series you do, whether that's your individual racing or team endurance racing, and your teammates can see all sorts of things that they need to know, from schedules, results, standings, championship points, all the stuff that you need to be an informed driver. And then it's also a great help for whoever does your social media stuff for your team. You can post things to Twitter and Facebook, and then always, got to get the streaming going on. So iPitting makes it very easy to stream to Twitch. And then I think they also, on like the iPitting homepage, sometimes they'll have like a featured team, and it'll have their Twitch stream right up there. So you could possibly be featured on the iPitting homepage. So go check them out at ipitting.com.
Yeah, for sure. iPitting is a great software, and we also have, as another sponsor tonight, the Dirty Air podcast, and that is also a motorsports and sim racing podcast. That is yours truly. Here's Zach Hull and Brian Johnson's our podcast we do every Wednesday night on Facebook Live at 9:00 p.m. Eastern. Must point that out, Eastern time. So every Wednesday live, we are on Facebook. You can find us on Facebook at Dirty Air Podcast, and also on Twitter at Dirty Air Podcast. We just got done with our 31st episode with the season finale, really, of Homestead after, because we really followed mostly NASCAR. So we just got on with our season finale podcast. I'd say it's probably one of our best ever. So if you're interested, go check that out. It's on Facebook at the moment. It'll be on all the other streaming platforms, which you can find our other 30 episodes on, which is on iTunes, Spotify, and Google Play. There's 30 episodes on there, and you can find the 31st. It'll be on there by tomorrow. So definitely go check that out. Again, that's the Dirty Air Podcast. You can check them out live on Wednesday nights at 9:00 Eastern on Facebook. And like I said, always you can go back and listen to our episodes on iTunes, Spotify, and Google Play.
Yes, all right. Yes, make sure you check them out every Wednesday night, which that's what I was actually listening to before we started tonight's broadcast, because running a little bit behind here at home, things like that. So I didn't get a chance, but I got maybe about 8 minutes into it, and then I had to stop it. So I'll finish the rest of it after tonight's race, as we're doing some other stuff. But yeah, great podcast you guys got going on there. So make sure you go over there and check them out, and give them a like and a share and a follow, and all that fun stuff that helps everybody else out there. But all right, well, qualifying's over here tonight, and it looks like we got Raymond in there at 87 is going to be taking the pole here. So we're going to have Brian Johnson here run through the top 10 of tonight's starting grid, brought to you by Dirty Air Podcast.
Yes, sir. Tonight we got Raymond Rittenauer II, who posted a blazing lap compared to everybody else with a 49.56. He's going to take that pole position, followed by John Stathakis. He's going to have the outside pole position in second with a 49.62. Then we got Jack Walls in third, Larry Stubblefield in fourth, Jude Conrad fifth, Gabe Butler in sixth, Logan Hilton in seventh, Joshua Billiter in eighth, James Ledford ninth, and Charles Johnson is going to wrap out that starting grid top 10 here tonight at Area 51. At Pocono here in Pennsylvania, not too far away from you, Robert.
No, and that's where I was going to go into this. If this is the first time ever tuning into Freaky Fast, some people might not know, and some people probably do know. I'm from Pennsylvania, about 4 hours south of this track. But long story short, on this track, I actually came up to this track and actually got to drive around in this track, and I can say, holy moly, holy cow, hang on to your knuckles. It is 180 miles per hour down into turn one, is crazy. That's all I can say. And the G forces are unreal. I mean, it sucks you in the back of the seat, and I mean, you're just for the ride. And then you go down that backstretch going into turn 2, and you're like, yeah, I know there's trees over there, but the trees are going by so fast that you're like, zoom, zoom. All you see is, honestly, no, all you see is green. You don't see the trees. You just see a blob of green going by you. And you know, my brain instantly goes, wow, this is what these real life guys do, you know, in real life. But they go around here, what, 188 laps, I think the full distance at this track is in NASCAR.
Well, it depends if they go 400 or 500 miles.
Okay. I know
if it's 500, it's 188.
Yeah. Okay. I know it was pretty high up there, but just seeing this track is such a beautiful, beautiful track, and it's actually a shame that the seats don't get filled like they used to, you know, because it is a beautiful scenery around here.
Yeah, it's just, you know, it's one of these tracks that I know, you know, kind of there was a big discussion when Indy cars came here a couple of months ago, you know, should IndyCar come back? Should they not? What's Pocono got to do? It's just, you know, Pocono is so unique and so big that, you know, safety is a concern in real life. You know, luckily here on iRacing, we ain't got to worry about that. But, you know, safety is a concern at this track. And, again, sometimes the racing, it, like we say at Auto Club in Michigan, it can get spaced out and, you know, can seem boring at times. Not a lot happens. But I think tonight, with this package we got, with the types of track temperatures we have, I think we're going to see some really good action here tonight.
Definitely. Wish we had some PJ1 to put on that outside line like they did at the last Pocono race. That'd be pretty interesting. But never know, maybe one day we'll have PJ1 on iRacing. But this pace car coming around the final corner here.
That's right. That'd be interesting to see how they would implement that into this game. And I'm sure they would find a way. But, well, we're going to wait for that pace car, and we're going to heads in, and green's out. Wow, they didn't wait long for the green flag. They're like, let's go.
Wow, and that line on the bottom kind of checked up there. Logan Helton makes a move. Jack Walls, is he going to block it? Logan Helton's going all the way to the inside of the second row.
Oh, my goodness.
He backs out. Oh, look,
he backs out because I think they got a rule. You can't go 3 wide before the backstretch, I believe.
That's right. Ooh, that's right. I believe that actually is a rule. He may have been 3 wide there.
Yeah, I think they'll let it slide. He didn't, you know, attempt to pass. He thought about it, but then he realized he was 3 wide. He gave that up.
Yeah, interesting there. We're right now holding on as we go through the tunnel turn here. This is a corner of trouble we might see tonight. Early in this run, it's pretty easy to navigate.
Already saw that 83 caught a little bit of the apron that caused him to get up the track and lose a little bit of momentum, and that's going to check up Mr. Helton there.
That it is.
So you got Dude Conrad going to the outside of the 83. I think, you know, sometimes that outside line in turn 3, if you can catch it right and catch somebody off guard, that'll work out for you.
Oh, we have a car on the wall back here. Ooh, I don't know who that was. I believe that is, I think it was the 81. Yeah, Joshua Blitner. Billiter. Oh, sorry, it's a Blitner.
Joshua Billiter. That's unfortunate. Yeah. He started 8th.
Yeah, he's got back to 11th now. He's getting pressured here, I believe, by the 12 Robert Richards.
Back up front, it's already got single file, but that 08 of John Stathak is right on the back bumper, and as I say that, he goes to the inside.
Yeah, and I think, like you said, the Brian early in this race, preferred lines there on the bottom of the line through 3 and 4. But as you can see, and like you said, the outside line just seems a little bit better down the straight. Also, all these guys on the line getting the draft. John is breaking his own air, so it's gonna hurt you. When you're fighting back here in farther positions. It looks like the way it is going to make the pass.
87
also.
Yeah, 87 got way up the track there.
Missed the groove.
Turn 1, you can go in that first lane or the second lane, but that third lane doesn't quite work out too well, especially on new tires.
Hard battle here for 4th and 5th, Brian.
That's been going on.
Jack Walls.
It's been going on since the drop of the green flag. It has not sorted out yet. 83's trying to clear the 8, but he can't do it out of 3. The 8 hits the wall.
That's going to break his momentum a lot. Gabe Butler with the 8 says, you know what? at the bottom at least.
That's a lot of damage too. That's definitely going to hurt him here.
Yeah, especially at a racetrack like this.
It just, especially down the stretch too, because that front stretch, it just feels like it goes on forever. And when you got that right front damage and you're just a little bit slow, it feels even longer.
Definitely does. And at the moment, we're trying to look through our field here and try to find our biggest movers. But look back here, the 01 of Brian Kaufman in the 14th. There's a gaggle of cars here with him getting by the 81 Joshua Whitner, the 12 of Robert Richards. Also got Matthew Johnson there. And,
14 hits the wall. He's going to careen to the inside. He got stuck in the wall down pit road. That's not going to be a caution as he's off the racing surface. But ouch.
Charles Johnson, and also, I believe that was Mike Mahoney.
No, that was Bud Steele.
Bud Steele, yeah. Charles Johnson and Bud Steele. So 14 and then 53.
Something just happened to Larry.
He got the lead. He just took the lead from.
He just okay.
That's what happened.
Okay, there is some cars blinking in and out on my end, so I do apologize for anybody watching.
Back here with Josh Coley in the 33.
Yeah, we got
back
big
in 18. They were going
right
3 wide through the tunnel turn. This is a gaggle right here.
Josh Coley on the inside of that 65 Little Caesars. Get yourself some pizza.
Pizza.
I'm hungry. Matt Quick here in the 29. Let's go get the drafted Coley here. Kid Josh Coley make a move maybe 4-1 here going into 1. He does dive to the inside. 30.
He's going to sail it off in there.
So he might take 14th. Can he clear here? He does. Takes that 14th position from Matt Quick.
65 almost got the tail end of that squatty potty there, but he had to check up.
In front of them there, they got a little battle going into the tunnel turn. Well, it separates a little bit on Robert Richards on the high line. That 12 machine.
And the race is starting to look green, like we said. Get single file, you get spread out. Before you know it, the laps start, counting away.
Taking off.
Before you know it, you're doing your first pit stop. Like, oh man, there was no yellow.
Yeah, that's one thing about Pocono. It's like I was telling Zach right before we started this stream. It's Pocono's like Daytona and Talladega, where if you get a car spinning out and they go to the inside, it's going to be no caution. So like Charles Johnson there, it's unfortunate for him that happened, and no caution as well. So it's like a double whammy.
Yeah, a lot of this track, depending on where it is like you guys are explaining, it's a self-cleaning track, so it cleans itself off pretty well.
81 did not get a good turn two right there. Josh Coley going to go underneath him.
And Josh Coley moving up pretty strong here, but also look at the 37 there, Brian Orion. He's going to get past Bud Steele there, but Bud's on new tires. But Ryan, 22nd to 10th. Even Brian Kaufman, 18th to 7th.
Yeah, but and something's happened to the 8. He must have come down pit road to get his. And we got a nasty looking car.
Who is that?
That's a 50-something.
That is the 50 of David Leclerc.
Oh, no. There goes the Wienermobile. Oh, he's not running the Wiener scheme tonight. That's okay, though. We'll still talk about the Wieners. That's okay. He'll be a Wiener one of these days.
Oh, well.
And I'm not sure what
coming
happened.
Off of 4 there, or off of 3. David Leclerc just coming off 3 there, hit the wall.
Can't steer.
Took Michael W. Spell with him in the 88. And he went. I believe, actually, he hit Duke Conrad, too. He got into Duke Conrad.
Oh, so that's what happened to the 8.
Yeah, well, Duke Conrad was just coming down pit road himself. I believe he got some more damage somewhere else. He had some left front damage before that. And even more compounded.
Dude, Conrad hit the wall, remember, coming out of 3.
Right.
So that's damn. But now the 50 is stopping on the track and exiting. He can't make it back. Ooh, now he's got to wait for a tow.
Yeah, that's going to be about a 2-minute tow.
Yeah,
I don't know why he didn't do that soon.
Yeah,
the first time he's been down pit road, unless he missed the box.
I guess that's the only thing, But here comes Larry Stubblefield breaking a pretty good little lead here on the 08 of John here. About a 1.3 second lead here.
Yeah, last time by Larry with a 51.77. And you got John Stathakis with a 51.92. So he's got about 2/10. Well, kind of less than 2/10 on second place there per lap. But then Jack Wall's a 52.1. So that's not any faster. Next guy, Bud Steele, he's running a 51.6, but he's on those new tires.
Yeah.
See if they find anybody running similar times. Everybody else is in the 52s.
Yeah. Really strong from Larry there.
Got 2 cars in the 51s, and then everybody from 3rd all the way back to 8th is in the 52s, and then we got a couple 53. Oh, and then we got a 52. We actually got Matthew Johnson out there. I don't know if you know who that is, guys, but that is actually yes, that's Extreme TV. He's out here running tonight.
Little Caesars too.
Oh, okay. I thought I recognized that name.
Yep. The only problem is he's got the 18 behind his name, so that's.
Yeah, Matthew and Johnson are both very popular names.
Okay.
So to have them both together.
Okay. All right. Yeah. All right, Brian. Soda can, Brian.
Looks like, well, Josh Coley right there last time by 52.007 to Larry's 51.94 to John's 52.27 to Jack Wall's 52.043. So times are decently close here.
Yeah, the only thing, Josh Cully's in that traffic. He's in that dirty air. We're just going to hurt him in 2 and 3.
The 53, he just pulled the 63 by the 1. That was impressive. I sorry to jump in there a little bit, Ryan, but man, the 1 had got by the 63, I believe, and then the 63 used the 53, who's on new tires, just to pull him down the front straightaway right by the 1. This draft package being used to full advantage here.
Bud Steele in 53, he's got himself a cure rig. I guess that's going head to head against Folgers.
Maxwell House.
Oh wow, and Josh Coley 51.87 there in clean air.
Oh wow, that's a blazing fast lap.
Yeah, especially,
and really not even that clean of air because he's got Ryan right here in front of him.
And they're 13 laps on their tires yet too, so that's a pretty impressive lap time for. Because this is about the time where the tires start to say, I'm not a really happy camper no more.
Yeah. Yeah, again, Josh Coley there, quickest man on the racetrack with these tires.
48. Where did the 48 of James start out at?
He started at 9th. He's actually done a great job of staying right there with all these comers and goers. He's done a good job of staying right there with it because a few of these guys have dropped back. So
we got 53's blown up.
The 63.
63.
Is that something we didn't talk about? Overheat?
No,
he blew up.
He hit the wall.
The apron. He caught the apron.
I was gonna say, wait, are we gonna have engine problems? We shouldn't have engine problems.
His tires smelled gray to me.
Oh, he did it again. Now there's 48 almost ran into the back of him. The 12 of Roberts. Sorry, apologize.
Yep, and then Matthew Johnson there.
Wow.
Yeah, you can't grab the apron. Used to on the old surface, you could grab just a tad bit of the apron, a little bit, just a tiny bit. But this new surface, you can't do it.
There wasn't an apron before.
Well, that's true. Now that you say that, that is a good point.
We've grabbed the apron since they've changed it. It's just with this package, I think you don't want to the Cup car. I know the trucks here. When I've drove the trucks here, we've grabbed the apron a lot.
Did we?
With the left forward, just because of how tight. It just to help turn and de-wedge that car. That's really the only time you want to use it. And you see it de-wedged him right there, sit him straight right into the wall.
Sometimes it de-wedges you too much.
Exactly. That's very, very true. And what's perplexing here is, like we talked about dirty air, Josh Coley's caught up to Ryan. Remember, he was running the fastest times on the racetrack. But Ryan's not running slow times either, so he's caught Ryan, but now he's kind of stuck in a limbo. He's really not running the same times he was before, so
It's
You see dirty air coming to factor here.
the Richmond Speedway syndrome.
Definitely. Definitely.
You get right up to the bumper of somebody, and then that's it. You can't do nothing else.
Yep. Feel like a hero. Well, look at, wow, what a run he got it going through 3 there. Holy mackerel.
Yeah, what he's doing, he's really sending it in on entry, which helps him gain that time, and then he's able to break even in the middle and the exit of the corner, and then he can just get that draft down the backstretch. So he's making it work pretty well, and you can see he sees that car go in front of him to the low side, so he's going to take that middle.
I really don't see no difference from the low to the middle there. They all exit about the same distance coming out of 1 there.
Yeah, it was all about the same. That's the thing about 1. You know, you run either lane 1 or lane 2, and it's pretty similar. It's just a matter of what you want to do and what the dirty air is giving you.
Mm-hmm. Right.
And you can see in the tunnel turn, you don't get much option. You got to stay on the bottom.
Well, yeah, you can't, there's no, I feel in the tunnel turn there is no high groove no matter what. No matter how many cars you try to put up there, it's not a recommended line to go through.
First taker on pit road, Matthew Johnston in the 65. Coming
Lap
down
17.
Lap 16.
Yeah, okay, well, 1 more lap here, and pit window will be opening up for some of these guys, so...
Yeah, we'll have to see how far some of these guys stretch it. That might give us a telltale on fuel mileage.
Yeah, no, I think with, you know, knowing you can't do a 2-stop and you got to do a 3-stop, you know, unless you are able to stretch it, which I think if somebody's pitting on lap 17, that's highly unlikely. But I think with the amount of tire fall off we have here, the undercut is going to be powerful. So all these drivers got to be on their toes about that. When they see somebody around them pit, definitely pit the next lap by, or you could lose that position.
That, and you treat this like we said earlier, like a super speedway. You know, you want to go in with somebody because the draft does help. I mean,
Definitely does.
I mean, you don't want to be out there by yourself. Not at this 2.5 mile track. You know, you'll be hard to catch back up to that guy in front of you, even if you don't pit with him. You know, it's so key.
That's for sure. It's definitely a part of the strategy here for pit stops. But I'm very interested. I you know, with the lap times, we're running 52:19 up front right now. That's the pace we're looking at. With these type of lap times right now, I don't see nobody being able to stretch to lap 25. Just from the data I was looking at earlier, your fastest lap was a 51-second lap. So, you know, these guys are running 49 seconds on their fastest laps. So big different tier in the amount of throttle, I believe, and speed these guys are carrying. So, you know, it's going to be tough thing to see if anybody can make it to 25. But it'll be very surprising if they do. We'll have to see.
Is what your stats on that, your numbers was from a track temp of over 100 degrees, and this track temp 77. So I mean, it's like it's night and day.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
118 degree track temp was
so much more throttle time.
Oh,
Yeah.
what? Yeah, from what did you say, 51s compared to the 49s?
Yeah,
Wow.
starting off with about a 50. My data was a 51, I believe 70. So
Here
And then
comes
it
the
fell off to
83.
54.
He's lap 20. He's coming down pit road.
Yep, and this will be complete in lap 19 here, so pretty close to where, you know, this is when we were saying people were going to start coming down. So he made 19 laps there. Larry, our leader, still stuck on here. Will complete lap 20. I'd imagine he would be coming this time. I don't see much reason to stretch it much farther, unless you know you can get to 25.
Yeah, other than I think maybe you stretch this one out as far as possible, and then you don't have to go as far on the next one, so you got a bit fresher tires on your next 2 stints. Be my only thing, or I guess 3. It was Josh Cully. He's going to make this 3 wide going into the tunnel turn. Or that's
the leader's pitting.
And the leader's
Oh, no,
pitting.
wait. Oh, man. How John barely made that, guys. Late decision there for him. I think the 3 was catching him there off the exit. He had to, wow.
Well, these guys are pushing it. And the only battle we got going on right now here, it looks like, is right in front of Josh. right now here. The 37,
three guys.
Yeah, it's crazy right here.
Yeah, everybody's caught up to Gabe here and kind of stacked up the field. This is what Dirty Air does. When you guys got a little bit slower than you.
They got 4-way battle for the
See
lead.
Ryan. Yeah, this is awesome. At Pocono. And see, that lineup there is not going to work. Coley's also going to follow the 37 and Ryan through in a 37. These guys, I think, are going to pit.
Yeah,
If not this lap, the next lap.
Yeah.
So we'll have to see if they all come down together. It might be a little bit hectic.
Well, we're going to watch
33
here.
stays out.
01.
01 says I'm going in, so okay, now we're down to...
I question if these guys might have saved some fuel.
It's definitely possible, especially for Josh Cully, you know, having to work his way up from 20th. And the 37 of Ryan Peplinski. Yes. He started 22nd, so a lot of, drafting time for these two cars. So that's probably the reason why they're going a little bit further than our leaders.
Definitely.
I think it'd be easier just to call Ryan Pepe.
But he needs to, he ought to run it like a Pepsi paint scheme.
There you go. There you go. What's he running now? Eagle.
See if they come in this time.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it looks like he's
37.
coming. The 33.
The one continues. Wow, Gabe Butler.
Wow.
Stretching.
Let's go inside the cockpit. See?
I mathed out 23 laps, 23 and a half. So he can complete this lap by my math and maybe another half of one. So
Man, I don't know. I mean, he started 6th, so not
oh,
a whole lot of cars in front of him.
box. Josh Coley slid 3 boxes down. Huge mistake.
Well, I think this pit road speed limit, let me look real quick.
It should be
It's
60.
it should be 60, 55. So
Oh, is it 55?
55. Yeah, 50. It may have used to been 60. They could have bumped it down a little bit. But yeah, so just like Auto Club on Monday night, it's tricky pit boxes.
Well, look
Definitely
at
is
this. Gabe's going to make it, guys.
Yeah.
He is. He's gonna make it 23 laps.
If he can save one lap somewhere in the next couple stints here of his fuel run, he might. And we don't get no yellows. This could play into his game. Well, when you got Matt Quick that did it,
And he's got to save 2 laps.
Yeah, you'd have to say 2.
Yeah, but
you
you
have to
can-
go 26 laps.
yeah,
So on each stint, it's not possible. Just
no,
like I
it's
thought. But he stretched as far as he goes. Now he can do a shorter run at some point in here. Some point in here, he can do a shorter run than these guys, and maybe even have it time out perfect for a caution, and he can get some track position. But we'll see here as Larry Stubblefield, I believe.
the Squatty Potty has not pitted, guys.
He has not. He is not at all. So he's completing lap 24 here. Let's see if it's going to be tough. Can he make it another lap? And see, the thing is, he's going to have to run this pace the rest of the race. And with Larry Stubblefield here about 14 seconds behind, I believe the 29's
Okay, he made 24 laps. Wait, no, he's
Oh,
going again. What? Get out of
He's
here.
going
Okay.
real slow.
Let's go and roll bar. Let's ride with him.
Yeah.
If
Oh,
doesn't
he's
start
shutting it
stuttering
off. He is shutting the car off. He's going 25 laps. He just shut it off. He's
so
coasting
he's trying to do
through
that 2-stop strategy. So, I mean, if it goes green, it all depends on how much time he's giving up by
Yeah.
saving fuel. If that's going to
save
equal.
each stint he has to save.
Yeah, but he is not even a quarter way down the backstretch, and he's off the gas.
And my only problem is he's
almost
Larry
hazardous.
Stubblefield is going to be catching him. Larry Stubblefield's almost already caught
He's
him.
out. He's out of gas. He's out of gas.
Yeah.
He's clutching.
Oh, no.
He is out of gas. So he made 24 and a quarter lap, roughly, I guess.
Well, he did better than what I thought he could. So
Now he made
and
it
there
about
goes
3
Larry
quarters.
Stubblefield right there for the lead change.
Yeah, he's going to lose so much time.
Isn't it ironic that the Squatty Potty ran out of gas?
Let's not toot his horn.
It'd be pretty stinky horn.
So Larry Stubblefield back in first, John Stathic is second, and Jack Walls in third.
And look at this lead that Larry has put down.
Yeah.
Look at John. He's checked out. John and the 08 and the 82 have really put a hurting on the field.
And we're all spread out now. Oh, you got the
flag is out.
Oh, we got a caution.
Oh, that changes the
that changes
Right
whole
after
race.
the green flag pit cycles.
Who is that?
Let's see what happened here.
The 46? No, I apologize.
White flash, maybe the 44 here. Yeah, I believe the 44 here.
44, where is it? Okay.
He hit the wall. Oh, yeah, he got stuck in the wall there. I believe that was the caution. I may be wrong.
Said the 44.
Yeah.
Oh,
it has
yeah,
to
it
be.
is. Oh, he got stuck into the wall.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Oh,
What?
wow. Yeah.
How did he?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. He just grazed the wall and it just sent him right
Yeah,
to
it
the
really did.
left.
It did not end up well there for Dwight. Stuck in
That
the
was
wall.
on
We've
a-
seen that multiple times tonight. But right now, we are looking.
Yeah, look at this. It's amazing. Just all of a sudden, smack, and I don't even know how he got. The wall just is like, yump. I'm not letting you go.
And I know who likes this caution. The 53 of Bud Steele and the 8 of Duke Conner. I remember their early incident getting on the pit road. They had to use one of their fast fixes and get some new tires,
yeah.
and they drove past the leaders, remember, with them new tires. And
They've been off
themselves-
sequence.
And they've been off sequence too, so they were able to go farther. And they stretched the fuel here to go to this point.
And that also helps Michael W. Spell in the 88. He's going to be our lucky dog.
Also, Josh Coley with the mistake under pit road, and anybody else who made a mistake will like to see a caution. I can tell you didn't was Larry. That 82 was looking very dominant. As you can see, the gap they had in between the first two cars here.
Well, not even that. I mean,
Pit road, the 83, and I believe
oh,
the 50.
Now the 83 is going to have to go back through. He totally misses. Oh, wait, no, he didn't.
Nah,
Okay.
his stall's down at the end. He qualified third, yeah.
oh yeah, 50 was going a little slow. Oh yeah, see the 50, he checked up before he turned over. That's what can happen sometimes. Got to pull over before you stop.
Yeah, that's normally what you're supposed to do.
Yeah, this stall was a good bit down farther, so I believe he just maybe had a little bit of mistake where it was on pit road, but I believe Larry Stufffield did win the race off pit road right there. So he will be back in control of this field, and we'll re-rack him and see how this thing shakes out.
That's right. That's right. Well, hey, thank you for the compliments out there on YouTube. Glad everybody's enjoying the race, and me and Brian and Zach's commentating up here tonight at Pocono with Area 51. But with that, we're gonna quick run to a commercial here while we're under yellow with 48 laps to go. So we'll be back within less than about a minute. All right, we're back after that quick word. All right, guys. Well, we're down to 47 laps to go here tonight, and like Zach said before we went to commercial break, we're gonna rack them, stack them, and do it again.
That's right, we are. And this could play a whole different way here as some of these guys that come through the field get some better track position now, and we'll see how they can control themselves from there. So.
Yeah, I mean, the biggest movers that we got in the top 10 right now, we got Brian Coffin started 18th up in 4th. We got Dylan LeMaster started 21st and then 7th. And then we got Jeremy Ogle started 25th and now in 9th. So that could definitely play into factor as, like you said, Zach, we re-racked them. So all these cars stacked up again. So this may be quite a different restart compared to the start of the race.
Yeah, for sure. Another car to watch out here is Duke Conrad in that 8 machine. Started 5th tonight, had the issues on pit road, and had the issues hitting the wall early in the race. Let's see what he can do. He's starting in that 17th position. How far can he get up, or does he have trouble again there in the back of this middle of this field? So, very, very interesting stuff playing out here at this racetrack. And I believe Josh Coley, he went back down pit road, so he's gonna start.
Probably topped off.
Yeah, and that's.
I think you can make it one stop if you top off.
I completely was about to bring that point up. I think this is the money right here, because we're going to be looking at only what
45 laps.
Tops off 45 laps and a few under caution. He can easily do this.
Yeah, if we get some
with that top off.
Get
so
some
these
cautions.
other guys are going to save some fuel.
Right. If we get some cautions, he could save fuel, which, man, like you said, Zach, this could be interesting.
Well, really, he doesn't want a caution personally, Robert.
He wants it to go green.
Well, true. That's, I guess I said it wrong. I was actually, you're right. You don't want a caution because, if we stay green, it's all going to fall in his hands. If a caution comes out, well, then forget it. It doesn't matter.
If we got 45 laps to go, all he's got to do is make it 20, one stint 22, one stint 23, and we can see that's doable.
That's doable. It's been done, and he did 23 the first stop, so very, very.
It's doable. On the edge.
Very, very much on the edge. These other guys are going to be very, very close. Hopefully they were saving under this caution. Can end up making or breaking this race. Let's see how the strategy plays out here, guys.
Well, we've seen that green flag fly really fast as the pace car goes in, and green's out. Here we go, guys. Rack them, stack them, and let's see what happens.
A nice solid restart by our top 8 right there. Got a bit of a gap between the 4th row and the 5th row.
Wow, double file all the way back through. Does anybody give some room to see that 48 get a little bit high there coming out of 1 and 2? Oh, now
we got 3 wide between the 85, the 3, and the 63 going into the tunnel turn. The worst corner for this. Oh!
Yeah, Jeremy Ogle.
Wow, we got battle for the lead. We got a battle for the back. We got Logan back here battling with the 3.
See what prevails here, inside or outside lane. 03 and 82. I think these two guys so far in the race are the top dogs.
Look at James Lefford. Remember, we thought he started 9th and he was holding on to 9th during that long run. He's up to 4th or up to 3rd here, guys, on the bottom of Brian Kaufman. Great run for James tonight.
4 thousandths between 1st and 2nd that time by.
And now the question is how long can they run side by side like that?
Yeah. 82 got the great run off the top. Can he clear before the tunnel? I don't think he will. Maybe the 08 will give to him.
I don't think that 08.
They touched.
Give him a choice.
Interesting.
They touched, but they separated really fast. I'm sure that spotter was saying, no.
Well, the 12, got a little hot. Almost got up into the 01, but got her checked up. I see the 08 knows he's got to get around this 82 right now, because the longer the run goes on, the harder it's going to be to pass him.
Very, very true, Brian.
Come back into the field back here with Kyle and Dude and Bud, they're all back here running. A whole bunch of cars all over each other back here. So one thing I like about watching Pocono Racing, when they come down the front stretch going into turn 1, it looks like a big spider or a snake.
Yeah.
It's like all spread out. It's like really cool watching the cars just follow each other like a snake.
So I was just doing a little math in my head here. So the money lap here, if we stay green, the money lap is 51. We've seen someone do 24 laps. So we know that it is possible to do 24. And that's also running out under the 23rd lap. So, or did he run out on the 23rd lap? Did he make it 25 and run out on the 25th lap? I
24.
Personally, okay, so it was 24. Yeah, so 23. So really 52, I'd say, is your money lap. If you can make it to 52, you can possibly do it without even saving. So we'll have to see if these other guys can. I think Josh Coley is actually sitting in a pretty good position. I think the white plush is also. A few other cars came down, I also believe. But so a few guys, I think, are sitting pretty with that. They just got to make sure not to lose too much time.
Ooh, 071 almost hit the wall out of 3. Got really close, but able to keep that tractor off the wall.
Yeah, and Ryan Peplinski here in the 37, looking to get a run on his inside here to maybe take that 9th position. Side's better of it. Robert Richards improved a lot here. He's up to 7th. He was kind of farther back here. Even Dylan LeMaster up here to 6th from 21st. That guy's doing a great job here.
Yeah, well, we're all...
This is oh, sorry, Robert.
No, I was just going to say, we're all about single file now here, so we're looking green again.
Ooh. Look about Jim Brooks here from Bud Steele, Timothy Ryan. 3 wide going to the 3. Josh Coley on the bottom. This is all for about 17th, 18th, and 19th. Josh Coley on the bottom.
Josh Coley.
He's going to make it. He's going to at least make one. He's not going to get the 38 Mike Mahone, but he did get the 93, I believe, of Timothy right there.
Yeah, as the 93 is coming back, you could just see, look at the difference between that inside lane and outside lane in turn 3.
It's amazing
that
how much
equates to 4 car lengths down the stretch.
Yeah, can Coley clear off of 1? He does. But also, I said to watch Dude Conrad. Watch the 8. He's up to 12th, guys. So he's already made a good rebound here. He's looking pretty good lap time-wise. So see what he can do. See if he can progress his way through his floor.
In that Yorkville.
Yes, sir.
Not exactly sure where Yorkville is, but there's somewhere. I never heard of Yorkville, so...
You know, I don't know, so I'm not going to comment.
It's in the USA.
Yeah. Hey, anybody knows, dude, let us know where Yorkville is. If not, we'll have to ask them where Yorkville is.
We got cars stacked up right around the 12.
Larry Stubblefield hard into the wall. Whoa. Larry Stubblefield hard into the wall, guys, off of 1.
Oh, that's going to hurt. Oh, yeah, he's...
Oh, that's big damage. Big-time damage.
Yeah, he's going to get freight trained here now as his teammates looking on the outside of him.
See if I can go back and see what exactly happened.
Teammate's going to do the crossover move coming out of 3. He's going to get the run going down.
Oh, yeah, he just pushed it too hard. Didn't have the grip he thought he did, and into wall he went.
I think I disconnected for a sec. Sorry about that, guys. Yeah, but Larry Stubblefield knocked the wall down. I don't know if you guys heard me screaming about it, but
yeah,
we did. We heard it. Yeah, I went back and looked at it. He just drifted up into it. Like I said, I think he just didn't have the grip that he thought he had.
Oh.
Caution! Oh, they're wrecking big time in the back here. Oh, flipping!
Right.
Oh, we have a car flying. 14, Charles Johnson.
Oh, no. Oh, yeah, there he is. Okay, let's go back in the replay and go into the cockpit here.
Boom.
Let's see what happens here as we're watching him.
Bud Steele.
Turn 1. coming down about wow, right in front of him, and cars on the inside, outside. He's slowing down. Oh, we don't know where to go, and oh man, he just T-boned Bud.
Yeah, and that all started, Robert, with the 65 of Matthew Johnson. There, he got a little bit of dirty air from the I believe it was the 86 of Kyle Hess. Yeah, 86 of Kyle Hess. There, coming down on one, smacked the wall, couldn't save it. The same thing with Larry Stubblefield we've seen, where he almost lost it, and lost it there, and he just clipped Bud Steele. Almost got Josh Coley too, but 14 kind of came in there a little bit late in there, and we've seen a little bit continuation of that wreck. Well, that kind of throws a little bit of the strategy out the window here, so we definitely have a one stop here from now.
Yeah, no closeness on that anymore. Definitely a one stop as we got 37, 36 laps. Once the green flag drops, be about 33 or 34 laps left. So just split that in half, and you're good to go.
Yep.
Yeah, I think the 82 liked that caution too there, because he was holding pretty strong onto that hard hill on the wall. And guess what? Now he can get that thing worked on and fixed up. And he does, I believe, still have 3 fast fares since he's had no damage before this. So I don't see why he doesn't just go ahead and burn a fast repair.
The 08, the 01 almost rear-ended the 08 entering pit road.
Yeah.
Wow, we seen that live.
Yeah, that can happen sometimes because the pace car speed is a little bit faster than pit road speed, and so if as the leader, sometimes it can be a little bit advantageous to slow down at a very, very last second, because the guys behind you might slow up before because they're scared of speeding. But sometimes that can happen. That's the risk you take.
Yes.
Yeah, and also this pit road is known for major checkups. And I believe, the 82 is actually going to take that damage the old-fashioned way, I believe. No, the 82 didn't. Who is that?
I think everybody took a. If they had it, they took a quick fix. No one's sitting in pit road. Everybody had a 14-second.
Oh, it's the 87. That's what I was confused about the black cars like that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Only thing I'm worried about the 82 now is that he's been up in the lead for most of this race. He did start 4th, but made his way to the lead pretty quickly, and now he has to deal with traffic in it again. He's going to restart 4th here, so right back where he started.
Definitely does.
So we'll see how quickly he can get that lead back, because he's definitely been the fastest car of the race so far.
Yeah, well, he's
been in position.
If John starts on the low line, it's going to put his teammate on the high side, so that might actually help him, because he's got his teammate up top there, to help him out.
Yeah, if they can time that just right and have that 01 Brian Kaufman, if he can find a gap to fit himself between the 08 and the 85, then that would be really good for both of them.
Which, unfortunately, we're seeing some numbers out there, and I don't know why, but I'm seeing the 85 in a 42 car. I'm seeing Matthew Johnson, 18. He's in a 48 car, even though he's 65. So trading paints is not working.
So yeah, because I got the 85 and the 85, and you said the 18.
Yeah, Matthews Johnson. He should be in the 65. I believe that's his car number.
Oh, yeah.
I'm seeing him in a 48 Jimmy Johnson scheme, so.
Yeah, you traded paints, bro.
I see Little Caesars.
Me too. I see some pizza.
Yeah. Well, I know what it is. It's custom number trading paint bull crap stuff. That's just the way I can say it.
Bull hockey.
It's bull hockey crap.
Bull squatty potty.
It's bull. What? Yeah, okay.
It's a bull squatty potty.
Straight out of the tailpipes of the 29.
That's right. That's right. Well, you know what else I just noticed too here? We're getting a late afternoon here.
Yeah, you know,
It's
I
getting
was
kind of dark.
just thinking that, Robert.
Yeah.
The sun is actually starting to fall a good bit here. You know, this is September 30th weather,
Okay.
or simulation type weather, and right now we're sitting at 5:31 in p.m. So I believe it gets dark around 7. Is
Correct.
when at that time of year. So we're getting him within the hour of it getting.
Yeah, we don't have lights.
And we do not have lights. Yeah, so this could get interesting.
Gonna have
Yeah,
to set up some
close.
Cadillacs out on the infield.
Close to
And
the
you-
end of this race, we might be seeing really dark track.
Yeah, and we're just past halfway. Really, I mean, it's not too far past halfway, really, right here. So it could, if we see a lot of cautions. These are 2-minute caution laps, guys.
Yeah.
Long
we get a good bit of
caution.
cautions. We may see this race go into the night.
Well, yeah, it's taking us.
Get pretty good dark.
I'm looking at the timer here. It's taking us probably a little bit under
7.
48 minutes
Yeah.
because of the whole gridding process. So about maybe 43, 44 minutes to get 42 laps in. So if you put on another 40 minutes, it's going to be kind of dark.
Yeah, it's gonna be about 6:30, possibly.
We're going to need some off-road LED light bars on these cars.
If we lose them, we can't. We're gonna put LED stickers or something on
And
the cars.
the bad thing is that most of these cars are black.
Yeah, most of the cars are
It's gonna be
darker
tough to
color.
see.
That's for sure.
Sorry,
be able to see
ladies and
Jack
gentlemen.
Walls.
I know there is a car going in turn 1, but I'm not sure who it is. Yeah, Jack.
Somebody's
that's about
spinning.
them.
I don't know who it is. I see the smoke.
Look at Jeremy Ogle in the 85. Big move for him. Up.
Yeah, started 25th and 3rd, then Brian Kaufman. I mean, it started 18th up in 2nd. A lot of big movers in this race. Kyle
Definitely.
Hess started 26th up to 11th.
Big stuff. Looks like we're about to go back green racing here. These guys are going to try to beat the sun, I believe. So
Right.
let's see.
All right, pace
Green
cars
flag,
in,
green
green flags out, and off they go down into turn 1, everybody. See how this all plays out.
We'll see how that 82 navigates these 3 cars in front of him. So 83 is going to... He thought about looking on the inside. Can't quite do it yet.
Definitely does.
Ooh, I guess a little Harry M1 pushes a 63 all the way up there in that 3rd lane.
Look at Jeremy Ogle. An 85, guys. He's sniffing the lead here.
He is. He's got that clean air now.
82.
On the preferred lane in the tunnel turn.
Oh,
he's
When he loses it, I think he was on 2 tires, guys. I think he was
Was
on
he
2
on
tires.
2
that
tires?
time. I do, because he was not.
That looked
running
like
in
2
the top
tires.
5. That definitely looked like 2 tires right there.
Yikes. See, and that's, that's...
That's the risky play.
Yeah, we talk about how sometimes 2 tires can be loose, and I don't think we've had a good example of it in a while. That's a perfect example right there. His car looked perfectly fine, and then, it just loops around.
yeah, it was. He had last pit stop was a 10.3, so he did take 2 tires.
Yeah, and another quick caution here. This just adds to the daylight issue here for these guys. So, racing the sun, I believe, here. Very, very interesting. But at the moment, so what we're going to be looking at here fuel-wise, we're completing this next lap, and the next one, it would be 30 laps. So, yeah, the still would have to do a pit stop.
Well, we got a good fan base out there watching on YouTube. So, and these are long cautions. If we have another caution, who would you like us to talk to?
Very true.
Pull up
I
a driver.
think, we
have an interview?
got enough time. We could do one now. These caution laps
Possible.
2 minutes long.
Go ahead, pick somebody. I don't care. Who you want? I don't have
I
nobody.
was looking. Let's see,
Ask if they
a
have their
big mover.
flashlight.
Ask them if they have a
Ask if
flashlight.
they got a
Okay.
flashlight with them.
All right.
I wonder, do we got What do we got available?
Yeah, Brian, you pick it. You got it. I believe in your choosing abilities. We believe it's okay in Johnson, everybody. It will lead us to the right.
That's a T-shirt.
Oh, is the 08 staying out? Or
Everybody's staying out.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, I was gonna say. I think you ought to stay out here.
I think from about 10th on back, you should pit. So
Let's see. We could talk to Robert Richards, I reckon.
oh yeah, they did just pit. Yeah, we can talk to Robert Richards if you want to. You can
Oh,
pull
did he
to the
pit?
interrogation room? Robert Richards.
No.
I don't know.
Oh,
I'm just saying
oh,
they
oh.
pitted last time by.
No, he's
Oh,
still out
okay.
there running.
Okay, well, yeah, while he's doing his 2-minute pace laps, we'll bring him on down here. Hey, Robert, is Brian in the booth? You got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Well, you started 12th, and you're running right now, I think, roughly about 7th. Got that 12 machine running inside the top 10 all day. We've kind of been discussing that there might be a daylight issue here, but before we get to that, how's that car feeling for you tonight?
It feels fine to me. A lot of people are complaining how it's too tight. On the long run, it seems like it might be a little tighter, but it ain't nothing you can't work out with. For me, everything seems fine. I didn't even think about daylight. Looking at it now, it does seem like it might be short. We'll have to find.
No, man, well, I didn't want to put that in the back of your brain, but yeah, we were looking at, we're estimating maybe the sun go down about 7 o'clock. So I know Zach wanted us to ask you if you had your flashlight in the car, because you might need it later.
Yeah, bought it straight from Lowe's.
That's what I was ready to say.
But yeah,
we're
so
gonna try to see what we can do. Just main thing right now is staying out of trouble. If it goes to like it has been, I'm hoping for a green flag run. We'll try to do a little pit strategy and see how that works out for us. It's either going to hurt us or help.
yeah, definitely. We the options for pit strategy have kind of gotten pretty slim as the race has gone along. Early in the race there was quite a few options. We had I can't remember who it was. I think it was 29. He tried pushing for 25 laps, but he ran out of fuel. So, you're getting double file now, I think. So we'll let you get ready for this next restart. Got about 20 laps left. So good luck there.
All right, thanks guys, appreciate it. Thanks for what y'all do.
And that was Robert Richards in that 12 machine. Got his flashlight from Lowe's because he's a pro.
Oh, Jesus. And he also went to the bank and got the money for the flashlight.
Brian, leave the math to me. He doesn't have 20 laps to go.
He's got 30.
What?
Got
30. Oh, jeez.
Gosh. Look, you talk about the engine,
why you're
I'll talk
Captain
about the
Crunch.
math, okay?
I don't talk
that's
about
right.
anything because I don't make no sense.
I'm bringing out my pocket calculator right here. I've got it right here, so type in.
What, your cell phone?
No, I actually carry around a calculator in my pocket, Robert.
Really?
No, I have a calculator in my computer.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, well, your phone is.
It's called a Windows 10 calculator. Yeah, that's actually a good one. I used to do that when I was racing. I put on my phone, I used a calculator on there.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
never know. When you're doing decimals and trying to get the gallons right for these things, you got to be exactly right to the dot. And
That's why you use the sim
it's a
app.
science. That's for sure. Yeah, you can definitely. Yeah, there's plenty of apps you can definitely use out there to help you. But if you want to be stubborn like myself,
Do it the hard way.
Do it the hard way.
Do it the old-fashioned way. You can go really throw back and get one of those Greek calculators.
I'm gonna get an abacus. I'll just get an abacus in my bench and just start sliding little things over.
We'll be talking about fuel and we'll just hear tink, tink, tink.
Yeah. Sorry guys, I'm counting with my abacus real quick. This might take a few minutes.
He's gonna have one of them kid slidey things. 1, 2.
It always reminds me when I go to the doctor's office because the doctor's office has one. Just like a table. I'm just like,
Well, you going to a doctor that uses an abacus?
Yeah, exactly. That's
They
how
giving you potions?
Well,
they give me potions.
Got some. Here's some oak root.
Here's some oak root. They still help your ailment. No, I do modern medicine. So
Suck on this tree limb.
I'm good.
Okay. We're getting
Back to the race.
yeah, back to the race as we are going to be going green this time. Bye, everybody. Hopefully you enjoyed our little rant and
That
rave.
was your halftime show.
Yeah, right.
That's
Yeah,
what I'm saying.
yeah.
You know, it's interesting. Is Robert didn't say? You know, Robert Richards said he didn't have the daylight on his mind. Then we said so. You said that to him. It kind of was like, oh wow. So I wonder what it looks like in these cars actually getting on board right here with the leader John. Yeah, the sun coming out of tunnel turn is definitely setting. Here at Pocono, Pennsylvania.
Yeah, it's actually, and with this new track surface, it's pretty reflective.
It is really reflective
Quite a
coming
glare.
off too. Yeah, very much so.
I just hopped in the cockpit there with him, man, and it is just glazing right off that track.
You know, that's something we don't bring up a lot, but Gary, go back to your green. Sunlight definitely plays a factor now. How that sun positions itself.
You know, we'll say on board with Robert Richards, he's clutching it, turning it off. So,
Saving him some fuel.
yep, trying to keep that spoiler down. I think.
Good idea.
All right, well, pace car's in, and we're going to get ready to boogity. Off they go, ladies and gentlemen. I haven't said that in a while.
I don't know. You haven't really. You kind of got away from the boogities, but shout out to DW.
That's
We'll miss
right.
you. Side by side, though, look at this. Getting pushed, actually, the 01, I believe. They're getting pushed by the 3. But look at that bottom line. Really, really strong through 1 right there. I always like to say 1 and 2, but it's not 1 and 2.
That's it.
Yeah, every other track we go to besides Indy, you know, it's 1 and 2, 3 and 4.
It's
Here's
not
1,
only
2,
tricky
3.
for the drivers, ladies and gentlemen, it's also tricky for the broadcasters. So,
Yeah.
But yeah, especially since NBC, you know, they like to do that radio style broadcast that Dale
Oh,
Jr.
yeah.
doesn't like.
yeah, that is very tough to do. We've done it before, actually, with the broadcast.
We did, yeah, that one time at that road course, had the video go out.
Yeah.
We've gotten all spaced out here. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah, the 08 doing a great job there to get there, but look at the 83 trying to make a move here on the 82. And Larry Stubblefield going off into 1 here for that 4th position.
Yellow flag is out.
Well, I hate
Another
our-
caution. Ooh, big wreck too. And this also, we're fighting daylight. I hate to keep saying it, but we're fighting the daylight here now.
Oh, that's huge at the back of the field.
Oh yeah, and see where it started here. I'll figure that out for you there, Robert. It looks like it started around the 81 and the
85.
yeah, the 81 and 85 there. Jeremy Ogle and Joshua Bilter.
Yeah, 85 came up into
Oh,
him.
yeah, and ooh, hard into the wall. Ooh,
And they came back, bounced back up on the track, and
oh, and Paul
nobody had
went.
anywhere to go.
Did Paul go on his side and almost flip over?
Yeah.
It's
Go
at
back and watch.
42, yeah.
Let's
Yeah,
watch
42
the
did.
42 here again, guys. So we see coming down. Okay, they're going down the front stretch, man. And also, I've seen his car like sideways on 2 tires.
It's just the angle that he hit that wall, and at the speed, it just kind of, his momentum carried that car and rolled it over on its side.
Very
Wow, up over and back down he went.
Yeah, I got a question what the 85 was doing there, but I'm just going to put that down to maybe he was thinking the 81 was closer out to the wall and he was trying to get the turn in. You know, you always want to push yourself to the right to get a better arc up into the corner to give you more of a greater attack on it. But I think he just overdid it there. And unfortunately, the 81, he got the brunt of it, but hopefully he's got a fast fix, as I think the 85 did bring it behind the wall, so. But see if anybody pits here, Brian. This is starting to get into range, though. See, if you top off, you're going to want to pit here because you will get a penalty if you don't top off here. I think you need to come down and get 4 tires here and then top off here on the white flag lap. I think they can do it. I think it's possible. So
Yeah, I think
this adds a
so.
little strategy.
Because let's see, if you pit down here, you get your gas, then let's see, a couple laps later, that'd be 53, coming to 53. So you'd be topping off at 53, save some fuel on that lap.
Yeah.
So go to green on 54, which would be 20. You do the math.
It's 21.
21. Yeah,
So,
that's what I thought. So that's in the window.
The thing here is these guys are all pitting right here, 15 laps to go, or 25 laps to go here. They're going to have some under caution here, so they can save a good amount of fuel. These guys really need to be focusing on saving. You don't give up the track position though if you're in the top 10 to come back down and get that top off here, because I think it's still going to be close for these guys up front, where they could do it. But I think if you're 15th on back, come top off. Like, no reason
just
not
to be safe. Yeah, I think I completely agree. I think if you're in that top 10, don't give up the track position. Just save as much as you can under caution. As race off pit road is pipe.
Definitely is. I don't know if some guys took
that 93 took 2.
I believe he had to.
He was 19th.
Yeah, and so did Logan. So
and
Tim. So did Mike. Matt.
I don't know. We've seen what 2 tires can do.
And yeah, exactly. Those two tires change on a really worn set of left side tires either, and you already seen how much of an issue he had. And it's really going to be on the first two laps really that you have that issue. If you can get past that, I think they'll be fine. But we've already seen that issue in these. The 19, not to knock him, but he's been running near the 15th place, I'd say, most of the night, maybe around 10th at some points. So, throwing himself up here on 2 tires is a heck of a call. We'll see what the 63 can also do here, too, with Logan Helton. But Timothy Wright and Logan Helton, they got the cojones right now, I guess, of the field. Because,
like I said, so does the 46 of Tim. Matt, the 29.
Wow.
They are coming back down.
We also got Raymond. We also got Matthew Johnson.
Okay, so Timothy Wright comes back down. I wonder why he takes 2 then.
Yeah, unless he didn't mean to take 2.
Yeah, possibly just didn't mean to there. So
I think in that situation, you just kind of have to roll with it because you know what's coming.
Out, Robert, or did he take 2? Sorry,
who's that?
Jim Brooks.
Jim Brooks never pitted.
So he did not pit. Interesting call there from him too, because that puts if you get another quick caution, he can't make it still, and these other guys can. They probably won't pit. So
he's banking on another yellow.
I think he's banking on a yellow after a few laps where they have to pit for tire.
How many cautions would he need to where he could make it?
A lot, because he pitted.
He's 12 laps on his stint, so
yeah, he pitted on around 41, lap 41 or so, I believe. So.
Right, so he's way out of that window. Huh.
Which most of it's been under caution, but still just not enough, like you said, Robert. He's definitely majorly out of that.
If I'm think like Jim, and I'd probably race like Jim, I'd be the one that would say I'm banking on another caution.
Yeah.
I'm back there running in 10th to 15th position. I'm not fast enough for the guys up front tonight, so I got to do something.
That track position, yeah. And personally, he's not going to want to see a quick caution. He's going to see at least about 4 or 5 laps, I'd say.
Right.
Before we get a caution.
Yeah, he wants to see some tire wear on these other guys.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
This Logan
63 is going to take the access road. Going to save some fuel down there.
Some fuel, yeah. So the shorter distance. But yeah, interesting call. He took 2 tires too, so we'll see what Logan Helton does here. And let's see if anybody comes and tops off this time right here, because we'll be lining up. There's our first taker of topping off. I believe that is the 3 of Dylan LeMaster. Mm-hmm. There's another guy coming to
53, but still.
Looks like Timothy Wright.
Well, he's coming down pit road a 3rd time.
Dude,
8 to 1 to 44. 81 to 88. A lot of people.
Wow. 23
but that's the perfect call. If you're in the back, that's the perfect call.
Yeah, I completely agree, because you ain't got to save fuel now.
Not losing anything.
Do not have to save fuel at all.
Now, what happens if we have a green-white checkered?
Then these other guys are screwed, and maybe if them guys save a little bit. I think if we have a green-white checkered, everybody's hurt. I think everybody's in a bad position. If we have
So. Well, I got a funny feeling we're going to have one of them guys stay out and just gamble.
You never know. Yeah.
You know what I mean? If you
get the right amount of cautions here, if you get another quick one, probably could make a green-white checkered if you save. So
I mean, it all depends when that caution flies. I mean, when it flies, and if we do get it, they might be able to save one lap. It might come down to that, coming out of turn 4 and pushing the car and saying huffing and puffing and you ain't gonna blow me over type of deal.
What turn 4?
Oh wait,
where's turn 4? I didn't know there was a turn 4.
There ain't no turn 4. What? That's
It's
what the
the
sign
shortcut.
said. See.
That's
What?
the victory lane. That's victory lane. Turn 4 is victory lane.
There you
Well,
go.
right there it says it on turn 3. What? Turn 4? There ain't no turn 4.
The tricky triangle.
Oh, it's tricky, all right. Such a weird layout track.
Definitely is. It's 3 completely different turns, and we're about to go back green racing here.
All right. Pace car's in. And green's out. Here we go. Let's see how this all plays out with 22 laps to go.
Good solid restart by everybody. Squatted potty goes down to the bottom.
Watch
Yeah,
the cars with the 2 tires.
Yeah, 63 Logan Hilton. I think through 1 and 2 it's going to be fine because they're not up to speed yet. Maybe a little free, but we see the
76, and we have the big one.
We got a big one.
Oh, we have the
that's
big
real
one.
big.
We have cars all over the place. We have a junkyard on the backstretch.
Yeah, I was worried about that. I was worried about the 76 on those older tires not having the grip.
Call
Yeah, he
ambulance.
just kind of slid up. Yeah,
We need a ambulance.
definitely do.
The whole field. Oh man, I don't even know where to go back to even watch this.
Josh Cully would be going. He almost got through, but then he got
Oh yeah.
side slammed.
Look at the. Well, Zach, you did not say it all night yet. What's this league about? They're what? Out of this what? Yeah, well, I said every race, there's at least somebody trying to fly out of the track. Well, we just had about 8 cars go spinning trying to fly out of the track. It's a long ways from Poconos, Arizona, guys.
Area 51 is, an Air Force base, so these guys are definitely doing some testing here with their flight skills.
Well, the 46 did a great job. I give them 9 out
He
of 10.
pirouetted.
Yeah.
And did he stick the landing?
He
He stuck the landing.
I give him a 9
I don't
out
think
of
the
10.
Russian. I think the Russian judge didn't though. But
Yeah, that's 7 from the Russian.
and this is another quick caution here. It's right now crossing over to 6. Or no, my bad, not 6. If it was 6:54, we would not see these cars right now.
No.
It's 5:54 right now, and
554 because it's
have 20 to
really
go.
getting the sun's like
It's getting orange.
it's
Yeah.
not hitting the track no more there in turn 3. It's
Yeah, and, I mean, we can look at the track temp earlier when we looked at it in the race. It was 77, now down to 72.
yeah.
At
And
5 degrees here at Pocono, really all that means is that you're going to be able to go faster.
Right. Yeah, especially the way they repaved this track. The track's got a lot of grip. So new fresh layout. Which I wasn't on the new fresh layout, when I went up here to Pocono. It was on the old bumpy one. And phew, man, I'm telling you. You go down into
bumpy?
turn 3. Yeah, it was bumpy, all right. You go into 3 and you're like, oh yeah, it's fun. Boom, 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 boom. It's like, whoa, what the heck was that? You get out and the guy's like, oh yeah, sorry, I hit the bump. So I'm like, yeah, I felt it. Holy mackerel, jarred my head.
I guess, going into turn 1, there's a bit of a drop. Did you feel that? When you,
Oh yeah, yes.
just your stomach come up to your brain?
More or less, and out my head. Yeah, it's the G-forces are unbelievable. When you go into turn 1 at 180 miles per hour, like I said, it pushes you so hard up against the passenger door that you're not moving. Like literally, I mean, you're strapped in like, of course, like a real NASCAR driver, but it still pushes you, even being strapped down with the Hans device and everything on. You still feel your body's not moving, but your inner side of your body, I guess, you know what I mean? Your guts and everything's
Guts.
moving. Like everything's moving except your body's
Yeah.
not moving. And I'm thinking in my head, my God, these guys do this in real life. lap after lap after lap. I mean, how do you get? I mean, I guess eventually you get used to it, but
Oh yeah.
you know, it's crazy because I know when I left there and I had to drive home. Boy, did that ever feel weird.
Yeah, but riding in the car on the way home, you're like, oh, I just feel like I'm sitting still.
Well, more or less going down the highway at 60 miles per hour. I'm like, yeah, okay. You know,
I want to go faster.
Well, yeah, yeah. I wanted to, but I wasn't allowed. So, well, it's not that I wasn't allowed. I just thought it'd be better if I didn't. Going down the turnpike.
Yeah, but don't need a speeding ticket today.
No, because on the way up, I got confused with the. I know we got a long yellow here. I got confused on the way up with the buddy that got the tickets for me, and it's on the turnpike, and they got them easy passes that you get off. And,
Oh yeah.
You know, so we're following the GPS up through. Well, the GPS said get off here. When we started getting off, we're like, wait, that's an easy pass. And my buddy's like, oh no, just go through it. I'm like, well, we don't got an easy pass. He goes, oh, they'll just send you a thing to pay it, you know, to pay the bill wherever you got off. Well, you actually weren't allowed to get off there without an easy pass. You actually had to drive 4 miles farther up and get off and then come back down to the track. Well, about, I don't know, maybe a month and a half later, I got a thing in the mail with a ticket. It was like a $185 ticket for getting off the wrong one because, quote, I didn't have an easy pass to get off. But there was no toll booths. There was no nothing. It's just, this is where you can get off.
Just cameras.
More or less, that's all it was. So I didn't pay the fine. He did. But I was like, dude, you told me to get off here. Now it's on my record. Anyways, so that's a little story about Pocono and an adventure I had up here.
Yeah, so note to self, if you're ever going to Pocono, make sure you take the right exit.
Yeah, yes. I know that from now when I go up there. And I had a chance. This is up here where I actually got Racing Freaks Sim Racing League's sponsor the 1 year. And this is pretty funny. I got down and got my helmet and got my bodysuit, and they gave me my Hans device, and I was talking to the guy that was giving me all the stuff, and I had to put the shoes on and all that stuff, just, you know, like anything else, like a real NASCAR driver. And we started talking about iRacing, and here the guy works for iRacing and helps in iRacing. And I was like, what? Wait, really? I said, when I get back, we need to talk. And I took about an hour of his time talking about iRacing, the Racing League, you know what I mean, a whole bunch of different things. And I winded up with a sponsorship there for a little bit through all that. So
That's pretty cool.
Very true.
I got 3 free hats sitting here. I got 3 shirts. And somebody won a shirt here that in the league that I had to send to Canada, and it wasn't worth sending it because it cost more to send to Canada than it was for me just to keep it and me send them the money.
Right.
It's like, okay, forget that. I'll just keep the shirt. Here's the money.
And we get double fouled up. The Squatty Potty is up the second, guys. And we got Ryan Peplinski. We ain't talked about this guy tonight.
Yeah.
79 of Ted Decker Jr. up to 4th. Robert Richards, we talked to him under caution there. He's in 5th in that 12 machine. And look at Duke Conrad rebounding. Also Charles Johnson, Matthew Johnson. Like some really good jobs here rebounding by
Charles Johnson did an excellent rebound considering
he's been destroyed.
Yeah, he was the first car to get stuck in the wall tonight.
Yeah.
He was lapped down at one point. Now
Even
back
Bud
up to
Steele,
7th.
he's been in a few wrecks.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, and we
Back to 15th, too.
talked to Robert Richards. He said he wanted to stay out of trouble. Well, he's done that so far.
Done a good job of it.
Oh, hopefully everybody's enjoying the broadcast like I said earlier. And if you are, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Much helps us out. So, got a great fan base tuning in out there tonight, guys. It's awesome to see. Much appreciate the support. But
man.
That's right. All right, well, let's see if we can keep these cars on the track and they don't decide to go to Area 51 early tonight. Hopefully they do that after the race as that pace car ducks in. Green's out as the sun is setting here going in Pocono at Area 51.
And 79 did not get a good restart. It's going to keep Dude Conrad back there. Dude's going to lose a couple positions. as well as the 79. So they go down and one. The Squatty Potty's still up on the top. He's trying to come down with the 37s down there.
He is.
We're looking like we're going to get single file all the way back to
That was a big run.
Matthews. Oh, well, never mind.
Look at that draft.
Couldn't make the tunnel turn bottom work. I believe Matthew was on 2 tires too. I'm not sure, but wow, we stack up way back there for about. Wow, look at this racing, guys. Matthew Johnson there.
Little Caesars takes a
65.
ride.
Yeah, under James Ledford. Got a blinker.
Oh, that's Charles Johnson having a little bit of an internet connection here, or iRacing's having a little bit of problems.
John in the 08 starting to break away a little bit here. He's going to try. Charles Johnson, though.
Oh, we have a car coming around.
Oh, no.
I believe that was a yellow car. That was that Jack
yellow
Walls?
card. It's a 90.
Oh, no.
No.
Oh, the 071. It was a green car.
Green car. Oh, yeah, he's crab walking now.
Oh, 3 wide going on the straightaway there.
Oh, yeah. Not enough room for three wide right there.
Bad.
Yeah, 88 getting to the left rear just a little bit. Sent him careening towards that inside safer barrier.
Oh, yeah, he does. Hang on.
Big old pancake.
Oh, pancake. Well, Lisa's on the passenger side.
You know, guys, I'm going to do a little research here. Let's see how good iRacing simulates their times a day and how accurate their sunset is, because I want to see what the sunset is for Pocono, Pennsylvania
supposedly, when that dynamic sky stuff came out with the times and all that, supposedly what they said was the sun placement in the sky was accurate to that time of year, wherever the location is.
Right, exactly.
So it was astronomically correct.
And I was actually going to bring this up during our last caution about the sun. At Homestead, Miami, I know during the NISs, they were timed exactly the same as the real NASCAR race, and they always have that issue coming off of 4 going into 1 with the sunlight down off in the 1 setting. And I noticed in the NIS it was just like that, but we had our Homestead race, and it was a different time of year, so the sun was in a different part of the track, because I was like, where's the sun at? Right. And I was like, oh, the sun's is because it's a different part of the year. I was like, oh, that makes so much sense. So it's really cool to see how that's different, for when you change it. So really cool.
Because the interesting little quick tip, cool fact. So tonight these guys, they've got it set on September 30th. So I can tell that they've set the server up in the beta UI, because the only way to get a race to start on a day other than May 15th is to use the beta UI. If you just use the browser, it's always going to set that date as May 15th. Now you can still choose the time of day, whether sunrise, morning, noon, afternoon, late afternoon, sunset, and night, but you can't do a specific time.
See, I've never used the beta UI to set the server up yet, which I actually really wanted to see if they fixed the issues, which it looks like they did.
They did, yeah, because when I was setting up those servers, I used it a little bit, but it was so buggy.
Right.
I believe that they've done a lot of work with that beta UI, and definitely we're all going to have to move towards it eventually. I think give it about 2 or 3 years, but iRacing do a lot of great things behind the scenes.
I have to bring this up. Well, real quick, though. Yes, I'd like to say thank you to everybody out there, and you're very welcome for the broadcast, and thank you for tuning in. But with this sun coming down like this, with 14 laps to go, I must say that 08 of John's car looks really, really cool when the sun hits it in a certain angle because of that neon green. Did you guys watch that and see that? It looks so realistic.
Right.
Might have some of those metallic layers on there.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just sitting there gawking. My favorite color is neon green, so my eye instantly goes to it.
Right.
But so you got them those sun placements.
Yes, so it would be 7:08 exactly for sunset. So right now
1 hour.
we're 6:06. But the thing is also with this cloud covers, the sun is starting to get lower. It's just going to get darker in turn 1 faster, I guess you could say, than down here in 3 due to the sunset and on this side of the track. But yeah, it'll be interesting to see how dark it is when we get to that point. I think we'll still have light, but it should be pretty much into dusk.
Interesting. Yeah, we'll have to see how this all plays out. We'll also be able to see the cool yellow blinking lights if there's any yellows on the side of the walls there. Something you don't pay attention too much of. I know I don't.
Very true.
But we're riding along with Jim right now. He's coming down pit road right now, but I just wanted to see if I can find. Okay, we can go to Tim. He's in oh nope, he's coming down pit road too. I gotta find a Toyota. Oh, we only have 2 more Toyotas running in the field. Oh man, uh-oh, that's not good. Oh. Oh, we should be going green.
Not this time, but the next time.
By.
Let's see, these are 2-minute pace laps, so that's really where we're thinking about the biggest issues with daylight here, ladies and gentlemen. So it's definitely getting dark down there in 1 and 2. Just riding on board with the guards.
Oh wow.
You can definitely do it later.
We're riding inside with John right now in the gyro cam, and his roll bar is neon green, and it looks really cool.
That's pretty cool. There. But you know, as a driver, for me, that would almost be kind of distracting. I tried to run a red roll cage one time on my car, but I can't do it. It's got to either be white or black, or too many colors.
Oh no! See, not me.
Cool,
it does, and he's got neon green on his shifter ball down there. That looks really cool.
He's definitely rocking the neon black, green.
Yeah, his suit matches too.
Disco, disco, baby, disco.
See if these lights turn out here. They should. On this pace cars, we got about 2 minutes till they come back around to restart this race.
Yeah, and the clouds are starting to look like it wants to rain.
Yeah, that's another thing with this cloud coverage. It's also made it a little bit darker than it would be on a clear day.
Well, we're down to 71 degrees too, so the track temperature is dropping fast.
It's definitely turning to evening.
Now, back to the race. Matt is still on a 2 tires pit stop. Roberts is on 2 tires. Let's see who else is here. James is on 2 tires. Dude is on 2 tires.
Wow.
Yeah, and we have 3 cars right now. Ryan, John, and Matt on 13 laps on their stint. And then we have a couple 8 lappers, and then we actually got Ted's on 12. Let's see here, the 88 Spell, he's on 11 laps, and then the rest of them are just pitted. So we still got to watch the drivers here, guys, on 2 tires, and see if we can make like these guys were saying, a couple laps to get the tires equaled out in heat-wise.
It will be interesting, and these guys they're flirting, like I said, with the daylight here, so they don't want to see no more cautions.
No, but this is the time it got to go.
It is definitely go time.
It's go time now.
It will not stop the aggression.
So is that 29 got to go?
Probably
He's
does.
got to go real bad on the squatty potty.
Probably does.
Squat. Here comes the potty.
And green's out, and here comes the squat. Poop. There he goes.
Oh my God.
Oh Lord, I did not think we'd ever hear a poop on the broadcast, but we had just heard a poop. Oh, and
just did. 12 just give a shove to him. That kitty cat on the back.
He's giving a pat on the back for his nice job.
Yeah, but look at that 8. Wow.
Yeah, the 08 is so strong through 1 and 2 there on the restarts, but this 29, I know the 29 here has been making them.
We have another
here
yellow
tires.
76. I've seen it in the back of the field. of Jim.
Yeah, Jim Brooks, yeah.
Let's go ride here with Jim and see exactly what happens here.
He got neck coated.
As we're watching here, is that what happened?
Yeah, he got neck coated by the 46 there, Tim Rivers.
Wow, that's... You can't do nothing
Ted
about
Decker Jr.
Oh, wow. There's nothing, yeah.
His car, there's nothing you can do. His car immediately got sideways, had no control, and that's all she wrote.
That's a shame, too. He was having a half-decent run here tonight.
Definitely.
Yeah, it was.
Well, this is the time the bugs start coming out.
Yeah,
Mosquitoes and
6-12
everything,
here.
so he
Some
can...
fireflies.
Yeah, he can kill some bugs off with that smoke. Clean up the track a little bit.
And that's going to end Mike Mahoney's race. Yeah, I guess a little quick update. We got David Leclerc behind the wall, Jeremy Ogle behind the wall, Brian Kaufman, Joshua Billiter, and Mike Mahoney. Not going to finish this race tonight, unfortunately. As this is what, round 4?
Well, yeah, round 4. Actually, round 5 for us is broadcasting, but round 4.
Yeah, 5th race, but
right.
4th points race.
Right.
So only two races left.
Correct. And we're off next week, of course, because of the holidays.
Oh, that's right, Thanksgiving.
That's right. So.
Yummy, yummy in my tummy.
Yep.
Yeah, so this is going to be the last broadcast before
Correct.
Thanksgiving.
Yep, it'll be the last one for 2 weeks. We are off completely all of next week. We have nothing scheduled all week, so we get a week's vacation.
Yay.
Is it paid?
Yeah.
We'll talk about that after the race.
That means no.
I was gonna say you haven't been with the company long enough, but you know what? I can't say that. You guys been there from the beginning, so I guess I have to give you some kind of paid vacation. $2.
3. It's a deal.
3? Wait,
And
no,
a
you don't
Snickers,
deal
and a
with.
Snickers.
You don't. And what? Stickers?
$3 and a Snickers.
Oh, and
And
a Snickers.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
I
so-
can give you $2, and out of that $1, you buy a Snickers.
No, $3 and a Snickers.
It sounds like you need to eat a Snickers.
Brian, we're gonna form a union, broadcasters, commentary
Broadcaster
union here. We're gonna fight for our Snickers here. Okay.
Oh,
This is what happens when you got a 2.5 mile track under caution.
Well,
I wish I could get these guys a flashlight.
we keep
Yeah,
it.
you need to start handing out flashlights.
We keep it real. I know we got a
do.
good fan base out there. We got a lot of viewers out there tonight, and I'm sure they're enjoying it. Hopefully. If not, let us know.
Who could not enjoy watching this beautiful race and determining who the wiener's going to be?
Well, the wiener got wrecked out, so I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah, he pulled it behind the wall. His wiener got fried.
Got turned into a corn dog.
Oh my God. I don't. Oh boy.
They had a hot dog eating competition in the infield, and he got eaten. There was no longer a 50 collar.
David, sorry, man. We love you though. I'm sure the people out there watching are probably thinking, "Oh my God."
They don't even know. It's an inside joke, but it's all good. Did the pace car lights on?
Either
They
that,
did not go off.
either that, or no, pace lights didn't go out. But either that, or they're laughing about everything and just listening and enjoying it, or they're thinking, "Man, what a bunch of idiots." Are they gonna talk about the race or not?
No, it's interesting. I wonder if the pace car runs the same lap time every time. I was just starting. Like, does it have
Is
some
it consistent?
variation? Sometimes it drives into the wall. I know everybody's seen that on.
Yeah.
racing.
Oh yeah, if you do race and iRacing, sometimes you'll see that depending on when the caution comes out, that pace car tries to catch up and it just got no brakes, and it just straight in the wall.
I'll tell you what, the pace car's faster than you think it is. That thing can get.
It is. Well, and it's got like 40-inch rotors on the front sometimes too. It's got big old brakes. Sometimes it'll just like straight up stop. It's like it got a 120-meter parachute on it. Just stops.
You got that dragster parachute, Brian.
Oh, they're bigger than that.
Got F1 brakes on that Mustang there. Highest technology possible here at Pocono, Pennsylvania.
Since we are rambling, I watched that kind of reminds me, I watched a video of the fastest tractor in the world.
Oh.
These European dudes took a European tractor. I can't remember the model of it, but it wasn't a John Deere. It wasn't from 71.
Eric Laurie. Yeah.
It wasn't Eric Laurie's, but they kind of fitted it out, put some aero stuff on it, and put a big old engine in it, and they got that tractor to get up to 136 miles an hour.
Wow.
And it did have a parachute on it.
That's probably a death machine.
It looked pretty stable to me.
Yeah, that's probably true. I mean, but
you got these tires that are taller than you are.
Does a tractor at 136 an hour? I don't know, Tom. That might not work out.
But it shattered the previous record of 87 miles an hour.
Wow, they went way faster. They were like leaps and bounds. They found nitrous.
I ain't sure they didn't give a whole lot of detail about what was in the tractor. I wish they did, but all I know is that it had a big old engine in it. It had big old tires. It had some big old speed.
Big old speed. The person driving it had some big old cones, because I'll tell you what, that sounds scary. I'd rather drive these at 190.
Well, we did get a comment out there from Paul. He says he loves it, and he loves racing at Pocono at night. So he does like our commentating.
Well, we love commentating.
He must have night vision.
So, but we are we are getting ready to go back green here, guys. Gotta be 6 laps to go. What's the sim time looking?
Right now, we are 6:18.
6:18. Well, we should be okay then, I think.
We should be good. Now, if we get 3 tickets, that's where we get into getting pretty dark here. But let's see. Let's see how this goes. Anything can happen. Look at Matthew Johnson up there in the 65 machine, up to 5th. You got Robert Richards. We talked to him. He's ready to get this done here tonight. Squatty Potty's been starting second in the last few restarts. And you got Ryan Peplinski there starting 4th. And Duke Conrad making a strong comeback, like I said earlier, from this race. So, heck of a battle. Let's see what these guys can do here at Pocono, Pennsylvania.
Squatty Potty's always used to number 2, so.
That's for sure. And,
all right, well.
Number 1 and number 2.
That's right, but pace car's going in, and off we're going to go. Green's out. Here we go with 6 laps to go. Let's see how this all plays out, guys.
The 12 timed that perfectly.
He did. Robert Richards, great restart. Pushing the 08. Now, Robert Richards needs to keep pushing him so he can get to the inside of this 29 here.
Ooh, that thing is loose. We got it back under control, but man, that thing is loose. And look at that thing slide up the track. Loose as a goose.
You got to take all that space you can, all that track. 29's got a big run. He ain't got nowhere to go. He's locked in there.
Yeah.
And he scraped
Here
the wall.
12 fighting hard on the bottom, Robert Richards.
Whoa.
3 wide going into 3.
3 wide for 3rd. 37 takes it way down
Ryan
low.
Peplinski.
65 in the middle.
Oh, wait, goes to
Not a good
12.
33.
Yeah, look at the 29 crossover.
Oh, wow.
Back
Look at this battle.
29 trying to get that sniff of draft off that 08.
3 wide back in the field, too, with Logan Helton. But up front, it's getting wild. 37 ducks to the inside of the 12.
Oh, he's going to push that 12 up on 2 tires. They're both on 2 tires.
Done early. Get your passes done early here with this package. That's the key.
Yeah,
Got to. It's so much harder to pass, even 5 laps from now.
Yeah, you got to do it. You got to do it on the first what?
Ooh,
Ooh, 12
laps.
close to the wall.
Big run from the 29 here, closing up to the 08's back bunker. 08 didn't have the greatest tunnel turn. This ain't over.
It's not over
Oh,
until...
no.
37.
Oh, is he into
But
the...
that's not going to bring a caution. That's not going to
No,
bring a
it's
caution.
not.
Down pit road. He's going to get a speeding down pit road, perhaps, unfortunately.
And we stay green with 4 laps to go. And the battle is
12
up here.
making a bit of a comeback.
Yeah, and the 29 also. The last time the 29 got through the tunnel turn way better than the 08. Let's see if he can keep that up, but he is closer this time, so the dirty air is going to play more of a factor.
Well, it looks like we're going to, unless anything happens, these guys start battling. It's going to only be the top 3 here battling for this win, it looks like.
Ooh, and tight between the 12 and the 29 there.
Oh, that
12
right on the bumper. Oh, they both get in a wall.
Both got to.
Wow.
You don't see that many times and get away with it.
Synchronized wall hitting.
And that's what happens. You get behind somebody and you follow that car. And
Look at Matthew Johnson. We ain't talked about him much being up front here all
He
night.
got a massive run.
Well, that's from the 29 to the 12 scraping the
And
wall.
the
That's
12 gives the 29 a little hit. Sorry to jump in there, but woo-hoo-hoo.
Yeah, 12. He's getting the runs
Big
at the
runs,
exact
dude.
wrong time. 65 goes on the inside. And here comes the 8, Dude Conrad, just watching all of this.
Josh Coley in 6 also there. We're going to be coming to 2 to go
Oh,
here.
he's quick. Josh Cully's looking quick.
To the inside, Duke Conrad. He's going to take that 5th position. Battle for 3rd, Matthew Johnston.
Little Caesars couldn't make it happen there.
Great racing with these guys up here. Let's see if the 08 can continue to hold on here. He's done a great job so far. These guys got some big runs at him. 12 with the big run at the 29.
And 12's getting great exits, but it just can't. There's nowhere for him to go.
Yeah, and see the 65 duck out there, but I think his best bet is to push this 29 really. Try to catch that 08.
wow.
Oh, 12 hard in the wall.
That's not going to help.
Guys, we're going to be coming to the white flag here. Can we get back to it?
Oh, boy. Here comes
12
Matthew.
really deep in 3. Matthew Johnson's at 3rd.
Now can he
White
hold off?
flag in the air.
The question
And
is,
we've seen it.
He's got the 33 though, guys, and the 82 of Larry coming. Oh wait, now we're going 3 wide.
Oh, 3
guys,
wide,
it doesn't
old
work.
dog, wrecking.
Oh, the wrecking, but it doesn't matter.
12 and the 82 reckon 33's going to get that position there to 3rd. And there's still people wrecking. Josh Coley up to 3rd from 9th on that restart. Great job by him. But the battle up front, don't think the 29 has done for the 08. The 08 of John makes it through the tunnel turn. If he needs a great run out of here, nothing too bad. Pretty decent. 29 does get a run, but the 08 will come through 3 here.
Yeah,
I think he's
08's
got it,
got
guys.
to stay mistake-free. I think he's good. 29's giving it everything he can, but just not quite enough. And your race winner, John Stathakis, gets it done.
Gets it done, and Matt Quick in 2nd.
Wow.
The Squatty Potty
Oh,
machine.
there's still here's some more wrecking.
Oh, wow, yeah. Matthew Johnson and them are wrecking.
Wow.
And he would take on 4th, so Matthew Johnson taking on 4th in the 65 machine. Duke Conrad starting 5th, coming back to 5th. Wow. Great racing there between these guys. Great win for John. Great run for everybody.
Well, I didn't bring it up all night though. The last broadcast that we had with John, that he laughed because apparently we're not saying his last name right.
Oh no.
Yeah.
I don't even say his last name because of that.
Yeah,
I just say John.
he posted and
Staccatus.
left me know on YouTube last week, and he thought it's funny and said, "Don't worry, guys, you're not the only one."
That's
Robert,
good.
you definitely have to ask him.
Well,
when you-
Yeah, absolutely.
We'll get it. We'll get it tonight. But congratulations to him on getting this win. Phew. Wow.
Great job by him.
Yeah. Great job.
Might be Stathakos.
You know, that might be it too. Stathakos. I have a tough time with last names, so, and I hate butchering them, so I feel bad for that. So, yeah,
Me too.
good job.
I mean, I feel bad. I've been saying it wrong the whole time.
Yeah. Well, that's why I don't say the last name, because I don't know it. So.
Well, guess what? He can tell us now because he is a proud winner here at Area 51.
Sure can. Did a great burnout.
And guess what? Doing it under this nice sunset, beautiful. And that, like you said, Robert, the light hitting off the green, very nice.
That's right. That's right. All right. Well, let's get everybody together, and hopefully we have everybody we need then here for a post-race interview here tonight at Area 51 at Pocono Raceway. But we'll be right back after this quick word.
The outside contact made. 56 slides in at a 4. Who's going to be at the stripe? Dead even. Give it to Ryan Truex. Truex is your winner over Tandy.
All right. Well, we're back after that quick word. Sorry, I was trying to work on something here, but all right, guys. Well, it looks like we have these two of our guys here that we can talk about.
Yeah, we got first and third.
Yeah.
Matt Quick, if you're out there, we'd like to get a talk in with you.
For sure, we can pull up our past season champion here and get a talk in with Brian Johnson real quick.
Yes, sir.
To Josh Scully for his third place finish, and we'll see if Matt pops in.
Hey, Josh, it's Brian in the booth. You got a copy?
Hey, Brian, how you doing?
I'm all right, and I think you're doing pretty good as well. Finished third, started 20th, made your way up through the field a couple times, got involved in a couple wrecks, almost made it through one and got doored late, but you definitely one of the guys that made it look like coming through the field was kind of easy, but how was it from behind that 33 machine?
It was pretty tough to get up there. Track position was a big deal. The long run, I had a good chance of moving up, but I was starting to stress there and about 20 to go because I didn't think we were going to get any more green flag laps. But somehow we managed it and strategically got up into the top three. So couldn't ask for much more on a night like tonight.
Yeah, to dodge some bullets tonight that others couldn't. But definitely we talk every week about the dirty air, and turn 2 here is so similar to Indy, and just want to get your take on the dirty air here tonight at Pocono.
I don't think turn 1 you couldn't really notice it too much. Could get through turn 1 pretty easy in traffic. Turn 2. I was able to get through there really well, but I was having to change my entry quite a bit. And then turn 3 and 4, you had to be, or I guess turn 3, you had to be careful on exit not to get that arrow push and catch the wall. But the setup was nice. It turned pretty well. It was almost a little loose on fresh tires, which made me skeptical about taking 2. But as long as you only had a few laps on the tires, it seemed to handle 2 tires okay. So yeah, that was in a nutshell. It was a little arrow pushy, but not as bad as say Indy or something like that is.
Absolutely, and lastly, we talked before this race about fuel mileage, how Pocono can be a fuel mileage race sometimes, and as the race kind of winded down, that wasn't really a factor. But earlier in the race, what was your plan on to try to do the fuel mileage? Were you going to try to stretch it and make it a 2-stop, or mainly going to stay with the 3-stop?
So I could make it about 22, 23 laps if I was based on my worst fuel mileage. So I was kind of in a bind. I was thinking I was just going to run 22 lap stints and then take 2 tires and a little bit of fuel at the end. But, all that gets thrown out the window as soon as you start getting cautions. But definitely always thinking about that and trying to pre-plan for that and just doing everything we can to put ourselves in the right position.
Definitely. And let's see. So third place here at Pocono next week. Robert, do you know where we're going next week? Or Josh?
We're off.
Oh, that's right. It's Thanksgiving next week. Never mind. So we'll see you in 2 weeks for race, the second to last race.
I can get, actually, I have to look and see. Give me 1 second here. It is going to be at Texas.
Oh, Texas. Okay. So how are you feeling about Texas, Josh? Mile and a halfer?
I feel good about Texas. Turn 2 can be tricky. And then I think after that, we end up going back to Daytona. So still got a couple races left to go, but definitely another good points night. And I feel good about Texas. And Daytona's a crapshoot, so we'll do the best we can.
Absolutely. Yeah, Daytona, you don't know what's going to happen. Well, congrats on your third place finish again, and we'll see you here in 2 weeks.
All right. Just want to give a shout out to you guys for broadcasting, and then Area 51 for hosting, and then everybody for tuning.
Absolutely. Thanks. I forgot about shout outs, but there you go. Congrats again.
I appreciate it. See you guys.
All right, that was Josh Coley, our third place man and last season's past champion of Area 51's Cup Series. At the moment, we do not have Matt, so I guess we'll move to Victor Lane. Robert, if you're down there, I know this is a pretty big racetrack. Were you able to get on down there?
Yes, I'm down. I'm down here. I found my way to John. Don't know what his last name is, but we'll find out. John, this is Robert up here in the booth. You got a copy, buddy?
Yes, sir. How are you?
Good. Well, first thing is how do you pronounce your last name?
I knew that was coming. I wanted to win this race just for that. Stefakos.
Stefakos.
So I can't. Yeah, no, yeah. That is totally out of my wheelhouse.
Exactly the way it's spelled.
Well, we're gonna let Brian remember that because it's gonna take me a little bit to get used to that last name. But man, oh man, I know I seen your comments last week and I was like, oh, whoops, I apologize.
Oh no, I was just busting chops. Busting chops. It's all good.
Yeah, I know you were, bud. But man, oh man, how was the race out there tonight for you though, man?
It was pretty intense a couple times. I don't know. I just got lucky. I missed a few wrecks, and a few guys took 2 tires, which probably wasn't the best idea. And 4 tires prevailed, and just grind it through.
Yep. What was your game plan out here? With the fuel mileage and looking at the time though too here, because we were getting down in. We started worrying about the time of day. Really, that's what we were worrying about. But we had a long flag. Run there, and we were trying to figure out the fuel mileage. What was your strategy on that?
I don't know if it was a strategy or not, but I was just running behind. I can't remember who it was, but just running behind him and just staying in the draft a little bit to save some fuel, and then it kind of played out with all those cautions.
Right.
I just on those cautions, I was shutting it down, letting it coast, shutting it down, letting it coast, and that's what helped me.
Oh, there you go. Yep. I mean, on the cautions and everything, it all played out for you here, which is awesome. You led 36 laps here tonight. You put down a fastest lap of a 49.680. Started second, and now I don't know the stats. But yeah, I know you didn't
pretty
win.
Good though.
yeah, that's good stats. So what I was getting at is that I know you haven't won on Thursday night. This is your first Cup race with us that you won. Have you won any other races here at Area 51? The other nights or no?
Maybe one. Maybe
Okay.
one. I don't race too much with these guys. I want to race more because they're a great bunch.
Okay. All right. So, all right. Okay. So, well, basically, then let's celebrate that. Hey, this is your first victory on Thursday night in the Cup cars. So how you said that feels great.
It does.
Yeah, I'm sure it does, man. You had Matt all over you, and you had Josh coming up through the field. We thought he was going to catch you. You did everything right. You worked your way through the field, and you bring it home and get the victory. But does anybody want to give a shout out for this victory here tonight, man?
Just everybody who I race against, a class act, and they're a great bunch of guys. And to you guys, freaky fast, man. You can't get better. Can't get any better. Thank you very much, and I appreciate everything you guys do.
Oh, no problem, man. Well, we can get freaky nuts, but we'll just say freaky fast because I'm not allowed to say that because Zach gets mad at me. Even though every once in a while we talk about wieners, which you are a wiener tonight. How's that feel?
I love being a wiener tonight. It's the best. Right on.
Right on, man. All right. Well, hey, next week we are off, of course. We got Thanksgiving, so I want to wish you a happy holidays to you and your loved ones and the family and everybody. But after that, in 2 weeks, we head to Texas. How do you feel at Texas if you're going to be able to make that race?
I should be able to, unless something comes up on a Thursday. You never know. Married and everything like that, family obligations. But I think I should be pretty good. Secondly, I'm from Canada, so we already had our Thanksgiving. But you guys, I want to wish you all a happy Thanksgiving and a happy holidays. And if you're a football fan, enjoy the football.
Oh, well, yeah, we most definitely. Happy Thanksgiving that you just had. I didn't realize you're from Canada, so that's cool.
Yes, sir.
What part of Canada are you from? Sorry, I know I'm rambling on now here, but what part?
All good. Niagara Falls, Ontario.
Oh, okay. Okay. So you don't walk around saying
just over the border.
You don't say that A word all the time, do you?
Yeah, you know what? It's just habit. I don't know if I've said it here. But,
no, you haven't. But I know some friends from Canada, and that's all I kept hearing is like, yeah, A. It's like, oh my god.
Yeah. Hey, that's not just us.
Yeah. No, it's not. It happens down here too.
Everybody.
Yeah.
Everybody has their little slang and everything, but you know what? Both countries are great. I love being next door, and it's fantastic.
Amen. Well, hey, man, it's great to have you up here in the booth and actually get to talk to you. And congratulations again from Brian and me and Zach for getting your first victory here on Thursday night. And we can't wait to hopefully talk to you in the podium again here in the near future, man.
I hope so. Thank you very much for everything.
Not a problem, bud.
All right. Have a great night.
You too.
All right, bye.
Bye.
All right, that was our race winner, John Stathakos.
Yeah,
I think I said it right.
I've already forgot.
That's right. I'm saying it.
Well, I'll go back and watch it again.
No, it's not Stathakos. It's Stathakos. Stathakos. It's a long A.
Yes, Stathakos. There you go. Yeah, John Stathakos. So congrats again to his win.
Oh, man, that's not
Robert, don't even worry about it. We got this.
Okay.
Don't hurt yourself.
Don't hurt yourself, yeah.
Come on, guys. Give me some love in here. Come on.
We believe in you, but we don't want you to hurt yourself. Okay, we're watching out for you. We're protecting you.
I will get it right by myself. You watch, because I'll go back and watch the broadcast 15 times and say it over and over and over until
You've got 2 weeks.
I got 2 weeks. Well, then I'm watching it 30 times over and over and over. I'll stop, rewind. All right, man. Well, hey, man, that's great to, talk to him up from Canada. Gets his first win here at Area 51 here. Showed a dominant car all night. Really stayed up front, stayed out of trouble, and took care of what he needed to. So, but with that, we're going to quick run through our unofficial results here tonight at Pocono Raceway. If you want to run through them there, Brian?
Yeah, I got them right here. We just talked to him. Your winner in that 08, John Stathakos, got that first position, followed by Squatty Potty, Mr. Matt Quick in second. And we got Josh Cully in third. Matthew Johnson is going to be our fourth place finisher with Dude Conrad in fifth. We got Raymond Rittenauer the second in sixth, Charles Johnson seventh, Bud Steele eighth, James Ledford ninth, Gabe Butler 10th, Logan Helton 11th, Dylan Lemaster in 12th, Ted Deckard Jr. 13th, Michael W. Spell in 14th, Tim Rivers 15th, Dwight Plesh 16th, Jack Walls 17th, Larry Stubblefield in 18th. We got Timothy T. Wright in 19th, Kyle Hess 20th, Robert Richards 21st, Paul Patterson 22nd. Then we have Jim Brooks 23rd, Eric Laurie 24th, Ryan Peplinski in 25th, Mike Mahoney 26th, Joshua Billiter 27th, Brian Kaufman 28th, Jeremy Ogle 29th, and David Leclerc, big old number 30 for him to wrap up this Area 51 race at Pocono.
That's right. That's right. All right, take a deep breath there, Brian. That was a rambler there. All right. Well, congratulations to our winner again. Congratulations to the top three. To me, my final thoughts here tonight is one well of a race. It was hard pack racing here, racing at Pocono, tricky triangle, and it showed some tricks and it showed some everything else out there. And these guys just fought hard all night, and we started getting worrying about the weather time and the daylight time and everything that was happening with that. So we got the race in. It's still under the lights, and I can't wait till in 2 weeks when we go to Texas for our final race of the 2019 season here with Area 51.
It was the second to last because we're rerunning Daytona.
Yep.
So it's last on the schedule, but
I keep forgetting about that track. You said we did it already.
Pocono, one thing about Pocono, with it being as everybody says, the tricky triangle, consistency is key, and Mr. John there tonight had that consistency. Didn't really make much of any mistakes that I can remember tonight. If he did make any, I missed them. So that's definitely what it takes to win at Pocono. But we saw it all. We had the 3-4 wide action. We had the spread out racing with the green flag, and then some yellow flags there at the end. But that's just late race antics that you get anywhere. So great race again here at Area 51, as always on Thursday nights, and Pocono for me never fails to. I forgot the word I was going to use there. To impress. That's the word.
Definitely. They're really great night tonight. I'll remember, this is one thing I'll write down, to bring a flashlight next time I go to Pocono. Because you never know, you might run into a little bit of sunlight issue. But these guys luckily beat the sunlight, so they can say not only did they beat their competition tonight, they beat the sunlight, which light goes pretty fast. So if you can beat that, that's pretty impressive. So these guys were definitely flying here at Area 51 with some out of this world technology. But it was a great race. Really excited for the last two races of the season. Can't wait for Thanksgiving next week. I would love to be here on Thursday, but I love Thanksgiving and some food. So everybody have a happy Thanksgiving next Thursday. And if you don't celebrate Thanksgiving, just have a happy day in general. Or
if you're Canadian, happy late Thanksgiving.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So
to John and his family and anybody else.
Definitely, for sure. And just an overall great race here tonight. It was fun commentating. I had a good bit of laughs, and always fun to mess around and talk about this great racing here at Area 51.
Yes, I second that there, Brian and Zach again. But all right, well, before we head off here and sign off here at Pocono here tonight with Area 51, I want to give a shout out to our sponsors here at Freaky Fast. I want to give a shout out to FEG PC.net, or known as Ford Entertainment Group PC. Their mission is to get you in a sim of your choice. It could be iRacing, Assetto Corsa, Project Cars, R Factor, Dirt Rally, any kind of sim racing game out there. They will pre-install that game for you and have it ready to go. And basically all you have to do is log into your account if it's iRacing, and it's all set up and ready to go. Hook up your wheel and off you go. And then after you get that all set up and you're ready to race, make sure you going to have your favorite web browser open there to get to iRacing, of course. And then go to an awesome website of iPitting.com where Brian Johnson can fill you in more on exactly what iPitting is for.
Yeah, you go to iPitting, and it's just a great stat keeper. And you set up a driver bio, and then you get a team page going and put all your driver bio stuff in there, and then your team's mates can do the same thing, and then everybody interested in your team, they can look up all sorts of drivers, who's involved in everything, and then what you guys race, whether that be GT3s or GTEs or LMP1s, whatever it may be. You can get all of that on iPitting, and then on the driver side of things, they can show you all the stats straight from iRacing. Your points, your standings, results, and then even the schedules as well. And then, of course, always, 2019, got to be on social media. So easy way to post to Twitter and Facebook to, whatever your team does, do that for my pitting. And then always you can stream from Twitch, or stream to Twitch from iPitting. Got a little tool you can download. And of course, you can always start out free there over at iPitting.com and go tell them we said hi.
Definitely. Another one of our amazing sponsors here tonight is the Dirty Air Podcast. And that is a motorsports and sim racing podcast that takes place on Wednesday nights at 9 o'clock Eastern on Facebook Live with myself, a host, and Brian Johnson here, also Soda Can Johnson known as also the host. And we just have some really nice, passionate talks about motorsports, sim racing, any news going on in iRacing, really racing from any type of motorsports, from NHRA to going in circles in NASCAR, or turning left and right with Formula One and other series. Really all types of different stuff going on with our podcast, even some football stuff, fantasy sports. So if you want to come check us out during our off season, which is coming up here, definitely come check us out at Dirty Air Podcast on Facebook and at Dirty Air Podcast on Twitter. Remember, you can always check out the podcast on a Wednesday night at 9 o'clock Eastern live on Facebook. And we can always have all 30 episodes on our Spotify, iTunes, and Google Play. So go check them out there, and we would love to have you out and enjoying the podcast.
Yeah, and coming up this Wednesday, we are going to have that our special episode into the season. We're going to have an award show, still unnamed, but going to have some serious awards and going to have some not so serious awards.
Definitely.
For whatever we pick. So that'll be a fun little thing you can tune in on. And I just want to throw that out there.
Yeah,
for sure.
So make sure you tune in for that next Wednesday, and maybe you can see what's going on with that once they announce that. Probably, I would assume that night. So stay tuned, to it. Like you said, to all the social media platforms, and maybe they'll give you some hints. Maybe not. I don't know. You know as much as I know, so I'll be paying attention. I know that much, but all right. Well, I'm going to second what Zach said there at the end of his comments about tonight's race. Everybody in the United States here, we're off next week completely all week. So have a great Thanksgiving. Enjoy the feast with the family. If you do go Black Friday shopping, have fun with the family to do that on Friday. And then enjoy your long weekend off from work and, whatever else you got planned or doing. And if you do any kind of traveling, be safe out there on the roads. It's going to be a heavy traffic out there, so, but just be safe out there is all we ask for. But hopefully we will catch you then. The next broadcast actually will be in 2 weeks here at Area 51, as we have nothing going on Thursday, Monday nights until Thursday for their last race here in the 2019 season, and then we roll into Christmas. But until then, guys, I do much appreciate everybody tuning in out there from up here in the booth here at Pocono Raceway. Brian, Zach, Robert up here in the booth, like to say thank you, everybody, for tuning in. God bless everybody. Love yous all. Peace out.
Later, fellas.
Later, everybody.